Come join the fun while helping the special needs community by joining us in some friendly kickball. To sign up, go to eventbrite.com and search Robbie's Clubhouse, and we'll see you on April 29th.
For years, Callie Ann Phelps has been singing about Phelps Chevrolet.
Phelps Chevrolet is the one for you. Low prices, service too. See the big dealer right away. Carolina's finest, Phelps Chevrolet.
And you'll agree with what Skylar Phelps has to say.
Nobody beats Phelps Chevrolet's prices. Nobody.
The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American Airline flights perfect for your next trip. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Drive right field. Did he get enough? Strawberry in the corner. He looks up. It's gone. 3-run homer for Murphy.
Hey, sports fans, one of the most beloved athletes ever to play for the Atlanta Braves, Dale Murphy, is coming to Greenville on Sunday, April 2nd. Table sponsorship and ticket information to a dinner with Dale Murphy is available now at pr927fm.com. Don't miss your chance to meet a living legend and hear Dale Murphy talk about his career, leadership, resilience, integrity, and more. It's a dinner with Dale Murphy, Sunday, April 2nd. Details available now at pr927fm.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
I just think we were prepared. You know, one thing my trainer, he told me, he said, what did he say? He just told us to be prepared.
All right.
It was in the men's section.
Girl shirt button on the other side.
Yes.
Yeah, figured it out.
Wes is wearing a girl's shirt.
It's a me, Nancy Garcia.
Go cojones.
How about those friggin' Pirates?
There's local politics, bud.
You are terrible! And stop playing that song!
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
Did not flub at all. Send it in.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you today on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1. In Washington, you can find us on 1250, 930, also online, pr927fm.com. And watch the show, be a part of the show on Facebook Live and on YouTube, as you can follow us on Facebook for all the latest news and notes in the Pirate Nation, videos, pictures as well. And subscribe to Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, and we will be with you every weekday at 3. You can also check out the Brian Bailey Show, our pre- and post-game press conferences with Mike Schwartz for ECU basketball. And coming up beginning next week, next Friday, we'll be covering Pirate baseball as they will begin the season coming up next Friday. George Washington coming to Clark LeClaire Stadium. Had a great edition of the Delcor Players Lounge on Monday. If you missed those chats with Josh Moylan, Lane Hoover, Jacob Jenkins Coward, they are available now in podcast form, where you get your podcast, and also video form on Facebook and YouTube. Shirley Rhodes is here. Chandler Honeycutt is here. Ellerbe is to my left to kick off today's show. We'll talk to ECU softball coach Shane Winkler as they begin the season this Friday on the road against ranked Virginia Tech. They'll be in Wilmington for a tournament. We'll talk to Coach Winkler about his team. Mike Mullis will join us in hour number 2. We'll talk some Pirate hoops in hour 2 as well. Pirates have the midweek off, but we will talk about what's going on following the win on Saturday. And Bryce Williams will join us in hour 3, talk some Super Bowl and more. Ellerbe, how are you on this Tuesday?
I'm doing awesome, Clipper. How are you?
I'm doing great. Doing great. Super Bowl week.
I know. That's what I was about to say. Maybe are you feeling super for one more game this week before football goes into hibernation for a little bit?
I'm ready. I'm hoping for an Eagles loss, but the closer we get to it, the more I think Philly might be hoisting the Lombardi. We'll find out more right now.
Yeah, we'll go out to the Pirate Radio Live line, and for our longtime listeners, they remember the man, the myth, the legend. Eddie King joins us from parts unknown. Eddie, welcome back to Pirate Radio. Thanks for joining us today.
Ellerbe, man, it was a pleasure. I couldn't be happier.
We've talked to you from Costa Rica, from Florida. Where is Eddie King today?
Well, I'm still in Florida. You know, they let me out for a few hours during the day. Call. So, no, I'm joking. I'm in Florida. We're good.
Awesome, man. So, Super Bowl Sunday, Eagles, Chiefs. Is that the two teams you had forecast to get there when the playoffs were set?
No, actually, believe it or not, I said San Francisco, Jacksonville just to be different. But, you know, both teams belong there. Obviously, you know, both teams are 16-3. Did you know that both teams scored exactly 546 points this year?
Wow. Eddie King dropping the fast facts. For folks that aren't familiar with your background, Eddie, we used to have you on many times weekly talking gambling and sporting trends and all sorts of stuff. You really follow the numbers in the world of sports, and certainly that's why we wanted to have you come on today and break down this Super Bowl matchup. There's a couple of East Carolina Pirates on the Eagles. I mean, if you want to count Gardner Minshew as a guy that came through East Carolina, and then, of course, Linval Joseph played for the New York Football Giants and won a Super Bowl ring. He signed midseason with the Eagles. So some local rooting interest for the Eagles, unless you're Clip Brock, who's a Commanders fan and can't stomach to pull for the Eagles. But how do you like this spread, Eddie? It's 1.5 on the Eagles, and I think about 50.5 on the over and under.
Well, you know, I actually got in early when it was Eagles -1. Right after the AFC Championship game. The line really obviously hasn't moved. The total's sitting at 50.5, 51. You know, I think this is going to be a close game. Like I said, you know, both teams were number one in their conference in sacks. Both teams have quarterbacks with nagging injuries. You know, to me, this is kind of a toss-up, and I'm kind of like the Clipper. I really don't want to root for the Eagles on this one, but I might have to on this one.
Eddie, how about the total? What are you leaning as we sit here on Tuesday? You think we see a shootout? You think those defenses stand tall?
You know, before I got on this call with you all, I was thinking to myself, final score 27-24, which, guess what? It lands right on the number. And as you know, from history, Vegas doesn't just pull these numbers out of their hat. They're there for a reason. So I think it's going to be pretty close. You know, I see it as being an under.
What about props, Eddie? Have you looked at any prop bets for the Super Bowl? Anything that stands out? Anything you love, or anything that is just ridiculous that you can't believe it's a prop bet?
Well, you know, there are a couple of things that I like that stand out. You know, you have the under passing yards for Jalen Hurts. You have the under 5.5 receptions for A.J. Brown. If you ask me, like I did last year, I'm going to tell you, go with A.J. Brown and over 5.5 receptions. You know, so there are a lot of things. And what I really like, you know me, Ellerbe, I like the crazy ones, right? Like, what color will the Gatorade be that they throw on top of the coach? I'm going to go with blue, which is plus 375. And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to go with blue. Because I know you're going to ask me. 3 out of the last 4 years, what's the color of the Gatorade bin?
Blue?
Blue.
You really study this stuff. Do you keep like a journal, or, I mean, where do you keep all this stuff?
You know, honestly, I have nothing better to do with my time, so I just do this. You know, I do my research. You know, I'd never get on a call with Pirate Radio 1250 and not know what I'm talking about.
Eddie King, our degenerate that knows it all when it comes to the world of sports. Eddie, what was your take on the NFL season as a whole as you reflect back before we get to the final game this Sunday?
You know, I enjoyed watching it. I think that there were some things in there that could have changed, that could be different. I think some of the penalties are a little absurd. The quarterback hits, I don't think it's even across the league, if you will. Some teams get them called more. And talking to some of my NFL buddies, what they're saying is obviously the NFL wants to protect their prize possessions, if you will, or their prize stars like Mahomes or somebody like that. I think they need to fix some of the penalties that they do call for late hits or roughing the passer or taunting or things like that. This is football. And overall, I think it was a good season. I think the two best teams are here where they're supposed to be. But at the end of the day, it's football. And like you said, after Sunday, it goes into hibernation for 4 or 5 months. And, we'll miss it.
What about for next year? Are the Jaguars really a team to keep an eye on? A lot of people like to talk about the Dolphins. The Cowboys are always in conversation when it comes to the National Football League. And, of course, no Tom Brady, and where will Aaron Rodgers play? What do you think?
Well, I think Jacksonville is definitely a team to be reckoned with. And if I'm not mistaken, you had Trevor Lawrence on before me, didn't you?
He was on the Jim Rome show, right before we came on.
I thought he was on your show. So I was going to ask him what kind of hair gel he uses after that question. I think the Jaguars are going to be a team to be reckoned with. The Cowboys are always in the conversation just because they're the Cowboys, and I'm sure Cliff loves them as well. At the end of the day, this is what I love about the offseason, right, is all the speculation. Where will Aaron Rodgers go? Well, you know me, I'm a big Jets fan. I personally would love him, but I don't want him because of the cost that comes with him and the baggage that comes with him. I'd rather get a guy like David Carr, where I know I might get 5 or 6 years out of the guy, a quarterback. And one thing about my Jets, we certainly are shaky at the quarterback position and have been for a while.
Eddie, I got one more prop question for you. I was looking at Super Bowl MVP odds, and if you take one of the quarterbacks, you're basically betting $1 to win $1. If you want to go a little crazier and look for a position player that's not a quarterback, there are some options out there. And I was looking at it since 2009 when Santonio Holmes won Super Bowl MVP. There have been 4 non-quarterbacks to win it. 2 defensive players, Malcolm Smith, Von Miller, and then you had Cooper Kupp last year, Julian Edelman a few years prior. So it's usually a quarterback, but we've seen instances when there's not a quarterback that wins MVP. So if you had to take a flyer on somebody, would it be Brown? Would it be Kelsey? Who's your favorite non-quarterback bet for MVP?
Well, I think if the Chiefs win, you have to look at 2 players. It's Isaiah Pacheco, who's been a tremendous asset to them, or Travis Kelsey. If the Eagles win, then you're probably looking at an A.J. Brown, maybe a Gainwell. It's just like the game, right? The team that wins is going to get the MVP. We know that. So since I'm leaning towards Philadelphia, I'm going to give you the Eagles this weekend, and everyone's going to thank me just like they have the last few years. I'm going to have to go with A.J. Brown winning it because I think he's going to make some catches and score some touchdowns. That'll be a difference maker in the game.
So, Eddie, you're giving us the Eagles. We'll be thanking you on Sunday evening, Monday morning. Did you say the under is your official play, or you don't like it? And I know you love the Blue Gatorade. So just help us recap those hot picks for us for this Sunday.
Well, yeah, I do love the Blue Gatorade. The Blue Gatorade. The under, if I'm betting the totals, and I'm not a big totals guy. If I'm betting the totals, I'm going to go under. So when it's all said and done, I think there's a prop bet that you missed out on, Ellerbe, that I think people and your listeners are going to love this. Okay? It's plus 700 if Swoop tries to score a date with the Kansas City Chiefs' owner.
If who tries to score a date?
Swoop, the bird, Swoop, whatever his name is.
The mascot for the Eagles?
Yeah.
He's going to try to score a date with the Kansas City Chiefs' daughter's owner.
Yeah, what's her name? I forget her name.
I don't know, but
I've not been following this storyline.
I do know that she's like a rich bombshell.
Casey Hunt, whatever her name is.
It's got to be a Hunt.
Yeah. So the Eagles mascot is plus 700 to ask out Casey Hunt on a date.
That's right. And I got to tell you, as happy as I am as being on this show, I can't let this balloon thing go, right? I'm going to say the other people that are happy as I am are the Chinese people are so happy that we blew up their balloon because now they don't have to listen to Tony Romo on Sunday.
Eddie King from Florida checking in with us today, giving us your Super Bowl picks, your locks. Eddie, is there anything else before we let you go?
Now, guys, listen, it's always a pleasure to be on. Shirley, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Clip, nice to meet you. Ellerbe, always a pleasure. And I have to tell you, we've gained some listeners today because I got people on the East Coast, West Coast, Central America, all over listening to this show right now. Just want to give a shout-out to everybody.
Well, it's always good to check in. Maybe we'll circle back with you for March Madness, and you can hook us up with some basketball picks.
You got it, brother. You have a good one, and thanks again for having me.
All right, there he is, Eddie King. Take the Eagles this Sunday, and you'll be happy on Monday, according to Eddie King. And also, Blue Gatorade, Clip Brock. I will be watching for Blue Gatorade on Sunday after the clock hits 0.
All right, Blue Gatorade it is. Yeah, I'm starting to get a bad Eagles feeling about this Sunday.
What do you mean bad?
Like they're going to win. Good for them, bad for
Does that really hurt you that
fans.
much?
I mean, I'll wake up the next day and come into work.
Right. Won't you be happy for Linville Joseph?
Not really. He's already got one.
What about Gardner Minshew?
Yes, I will be happy for former Pirate great Gardner Minshew.
What about Jalen Hurts?
One of our best and brightest. You know, I don't have anything against Jalen Hurts.
What do you not? I mean, is there any players on the Eagles you despise, or is it really,
Not really.
just their existence as a football team and culture that you don't like?
Yeah, I mean, it's the uniform. It's the team. I don't have anything against any of the players. In fact, there's been plenty of Eagles over the years that I actually like. Brian Dawkins and Brian Westbrook and other people named Brian. But, yeah.
There's been some crossover from Eagles to Washington players, right? Some of those you just mentioned. Didn't Westbrook play for?
No, we had Michael Westbrook.
That was a different Westbrook. Okay.
Yep. But looking forward to it. We'll have it for you right here on Pirate Radio coming up on Sunday. Ellerbe, quick note on Holton Ahlers. Saw a tweet today from Ryan Fowler, who covers the NFL draft, and had a tweet about Holton Ahlers. He said, Holton Ahlers has had extensive meetings with the Packers, Chargers, and Seahawks over the last few weeks, per source. The MVP of the NFLPA Bowl, the Southpaw, has also met with the Jets, Giants, Steelers, and Panthers. So I, before we put it out or anything, I said, I got a pretty good source on this. I'm going to ask Holton if it's true, because I don't want to talk about it if it's not.
All
just some dude making it up. But Holton gave me the list of the teams he's met with, and Ryan's tweet was accurate. A couple of other teams he has met with the Cowboys a couple of times, and also the Cleveland Browns a couple of times. So Holton has indeed been having meetings with teams and has met with the Packers 3 times over the last couple of weeks.
Will Brian Bailey be able to contain himself if Holton Ahlers is on the Cowboys?
Start the quarterback controversy immediately.
I mean, Mike Houston, big Cowboys fan too. There's a lot. I've noticed, like Michael Perry. It seems like a lot of people you interview a lot throughout Pirate Radio Live is like, how are your cow? You have to regretfully ask them about their Cowboys.
Yeah, they're all sheep. They grew up in a time when they were winning, and look at them now. They're all losers.
Can we say that about you?
Sure.
You grew up at a time when Washington was winning,
and look at me now.
You're just a loser.
Misery loves company.
Yeah,
Ellerbe. So I like having Cowboys fans on.
So on the list there, what team would you like to see Holton Ahlers on?
Like as a legit starting?
No, where do you think he has his best chance? Where do you think would be? What do you think would be a good fit? If you could place him somewhere, what would you do? If you were general manager or his agent, and you could say, "Hey, I want this team to draft him."
Well, okay, let's look at the team. Packers. Who's going to be their quarterback next year?
Think Aaron Rodgers is there?
I don't know. Aaron Rodgers told Pat McAfee today that he's going on a retreat. So he's about to do a bunch of magic mushrooms and see what his future holds.
Is he going with Cliff Kingsbury to Singapore?
Yeah, maybe so. Cowboys have Dak under contract.
And
Cooper Rush. They already have a youngster. Seahawks would be interesting. Geno was great this year.
Yeah.
But they also have Drew Lock and just a lot of kind of questions beyond that.
Pete Carroll.
Chargers have their guy for years. It'd be cool if, like, Holton could slide into a backup role.
Development role.
Yeah, with Justin Herbert there. Browns have Watson for a while.
Yeah, they're kind of committed to Watson.
Jets are in a bit of a turmoil right now.
They're going to get a big free agent.
Yeah. Do they go Mike White? Do they stick with what's his name, Wilson? Or probably bring in a Carr at Rodgers.
New York
like
can be kind of Zoo-ish.
Steelers have their rookie quarterback. Maybe Holton could go there and play behind Pickett. Panthers, who the hell knows what their quarterback situation is. G-Men, I guess, have made a investment on Daniel Jones after he got to the playoffs this year.
Which maybe that could be a decent backup role.
Yeah.
So maybe the Giants or the Chargers.
Shirley?
I do have a question just because I was over here doing some things, so I wasn't quite paying attention to the conversation. Did you mention someone was a number one sheep earlier in the conversation?
I said Cowboys fans are sheep.
Okay, well, apparently number one sheep is on line one and would like to say something.
Who's the number one sheep?
Mm.
All right, let's welcome in number one sheep to the show. Hello, sheep. Bye.
Who are you calling a sheep?
Is this one Brian Bailey?
I couldn't believe it. I listened to my favorite guy in sports radio taking Bella home from a work job she's got, and I'm listening and having a good time, and next thing I know, I'm being called a sheep.
Would that make you little Brian Bo Sheep?
Evidently.
Well, Bailey, yeah, you grew up in the glory days of Staubach, right? So you bandwagoned from Virginia or West Virginia, wherever you were from. No ties to Dallas at all. Just jumped on board.
I have lots of ties. I was born in Dallas.
You don't even wear a tie on the air.
I was born in Dallas. I was adopted and shipped to Virginia.
The stork dropped him off in Virginia. Bailey, the real question is, what would you say if Holton Ahlers is on the Dallas Cowboys next year?
I'd say give me tickets.
Yeah, that's good. He's got an in.
Yeah.
Don't have to bother Robert Jones anymore.
Obviously, we're all hoping for the best for Holton. I think it's great. He's meeting with all these teams, and hope he finds a spot. You know, if he does get drafted or if he doesn't, yeah, he's told me many a time if he doesn't get drafted, it may be better. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Well, Bailey, that you had to call in, defend yourself. That's good, I guess.
All right. That's all right. Next Monday about 4:25, I'll be in the pasture somewhere.
Chewing on grass or doing whatever sheep do.
You know the good news? The good news, Bailey, on Monday?
What's that?
It's the year of the Cowboys. It's their year. It's the new year.
That's true.
It's a new year for you.
New season, yep.
It's a new year. It's your year at that point.
Well, we can't wait.
Yep. You just got to get through Sunday, and then it's going to be your year.
I hope so. It will be one of these years before I die.
BB, if you are a sheep, as I said, you are my favorite sheep. So.
Well, good. I told you I was number one sheep.
You are?
I didn't know what I was talking about, and then she put me on hold. I thought she hung up on me.
Never.
No, honestly, Brian, I didn't know it was you.
Shirley doesn't listen to the show. You're out there. Thanks for listening. Shirley, I don't know what she's doing in there.
No, I was actually working on something over here. So.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Chandler could share his word with Shirley.
Focused.
All right, BB.
Y'all be good.
See you, man. Right. There is Brian
Double
Bailey.
B, listening with Bella, getting her back from her job. So you never know there, Clip, when you start talking about people.
Yeah, I was hoping it would be Mike Houston calling in, or Michael Perry. We'll talk to the voice tomorrow on the show. We'll also talk to the voice of the Tulane Green Wave, Corey Glore. They got Cincinnati tonight. They got East Carolina coming up this weekend. So we will visit with both voices coming up tomorrow. Programming guest alert Friday. We'll talk to Aaron Fitt, D1 Baseball. Will join us here on the program to get you ready for the upcoming baseball season. We'll talk about the softball season coming up next segment with Shane Winkler.
Lots of good stuff. Really enjoying the Delcor Players Lounge on Mondays. We've had all 6 players that are part of the Delcor's Players Lounge on this week and last week, and I thought you did a good job with those guys, and look forward to hearing them talk ECU baseball and learn a little bit more about them each week as they come on the air. Anything that stood out to you so far talking to the Delcor Players Lounge guys?
No, I mean, I've enjoyed talking about the non-baseball stuff, just getting to know them as people, because baseball-wise, they're all saying the same thing. They're locked in. They're energetic. They are excited for the season. They're focused on the season. So until we get some games under our belt right now, I just like talking to them as people, pretty much.
Yeah, next week will be game week, as the Pirates will be hosting George Washington Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Hard to believe. Beautiful weather in the middle part of this week. Maybe that'll withstand until the weekend next week. So we'll get a lot of fans out in the jungle.
Fingers crossed. Tyler on YouTube says, Ellerbe, I ran into you in the grocery store after the basketball game Saturday.
Ah, I did see a young man that said hello to me, and I said hello back. Nice to officially meet you virtually now.
And Ellerbe came in Monday complaining about just like fans. Like, if you see Ellerbe at the grocery store, please don't bother him. Just let him shop. No pictures. No, just let the man be.
Just take a action photo of me getting some cereal or whatever and tweet it out.
My dad ID'd you at the basketball game. Said, is that one of your bosses sitting over there across the way?
I ID'd you sitting in 213.
Yes, sir.
So
good win.
Saturday's basketball game was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the Pirates gave up the lead for a few minutes late, but then would take it right back. And just a very, I mean, I thought the officiating was a little suspect at times with the three bald guys out there. They were like not calling a few holds or hard fouls. And I thought Mike Schwartz was going to lose his mind. But all in all, man, I mean, it was actually a fun day in Minji's.
Very fun.
There. I mean, it was start to finish. I have no really big complaints. I think that's what a Saturday college basketball game's all about.
Yeah, it's entertainment, right? And you were entertained.
I was highly entertained, and I walked out of there with a smile. Pirates won. Good stuff. They were able to put it away at the end. I mean, it was just all in all. I mean, happy for Coach Schwartz. Tough road game this week. I mean, Corey Glore, Tulane, they're having a good run in a lot of sports down there. So it'll be interesting what the Pirates do the rest of the way, but certainly enjoy the moment of Saturday afternoon in Minji's this past week.
They got some opportunities to pick up an upset win. It happens every year in Minji's Coliseum. Could be next Wednesday against Cincinnati.
Yeah, you got Cincinnati, then you got Houston a week from Saturday with that huge weekend of baseball with UNC Friday, Saturday, Houston Saturday night. It could be an action-packed Saturday.
Ellerbe, enjoyed it, man.
Enjoyed being here. Enjoyed Eddie King. Get the Eagles as your Super Bowl bet. Yeah. Also, get your tickets and tables to Dale Murphy. We're doing really well, and I got a few left, so give us a call here at the station or shoot us an email. Go to pr927fm.com if you want to meet the living legend himself, Dale Murphy, coming April 2nd to Greenville, North Carolina to give a nice talk, question-answer session, and we'll take some photos with you. So looking forward to that event, and just lots of good stuff going on in the community and right here at Pirate Radio.
Jacob Jenkins Coward really bummed out he has to play baseball instead of attend the baseball dinner with Dale Murphy. He said he had the blue Murphy powder blue throwback, and is really upset he won't be able to attend. He'll be in Houston playing. So
yeah, well, I mean, I guess if he calls out sick for the weekend, he could always hang out.
If he comes up with an injury that week, that could be why. So we'll see.
Gets to meet Dale Murphy.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's got choices in life.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm hoping he'll go to Houston and hit a lot of home runs.
Yeah.
But if he really wants to meet the Murph, then, maybe he can fly back private and get here in time to meet him.
All right, when we return, we will see what's going on in the chat room. Shirley's going to have a lot of work to do. A lot of requests to play soundbite, Shirley. Also, Shane Winkler, head softball coach of East Carolina, will join us. Coming up later on in the program, we'll talk to Mike Mullis.
Also, will Sheep number 2 call in?
Sheep number 2. All you Cowboys Sheep fans are welcome to call in. 317-1250. We will return Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Fifth Street Hardware can make your Valentine's night easy and memorable with that special someone. Fifth Street Hardware and Cupid have you covered with a Valentine's Day 4-course dinner. Seating on Valentine's Day night will be at 6 p.m. and 7:30 only. Make your reservations today at Fifth Street Hardware, located on Fifth Street, beside the State Theater in downtown Greenville. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for more special events and daily specials. Fifth Street Hardware and Tap Room.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. Jeff, what can you do for people looking for a new vehicle in 2023?
We can show the people the number one selling car in the region, the Buick Encore, the Encore GX, the Envision, and the Buick Enclave. We've also got Cadillac dominating the market with the XT4, XT5, and XT6, and we continue to get new GMC Sierra trucks in daily. Please come see us at 329 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Are you one of the estimated 17 million people in the U.S. suffering from dry eye disorders that are not resolved using over-the-counter or prescription eye drops? Ask ArcPoint Labs about Serum Tears, a natural dry eye solution. At ArcPoint Labs, Serum Tears are tailor-made for you from a quick blood draw, providing a sterile and natural option to help those with dry eye conditions. Contact your ophthalmologist or optometrist for a prescription or contact ArcPoint Labs to help you find one. Visit ArcPoint Labs' new location on Dickinson Avenue near the intersection of Arlington Boulevard or schedule online at arcpointlabs.com.
Greenville's first ever Texas Fusion restaurant is now open for lunch. That's right, the Sidebar, located right beside the Dickinson Avenue Public House, now offers lunch Tuesday through Friday from 11:30 to 2:30. Come take a break from work and enjoy the tastiest food items around. Whether it's the honey chipotle chicken sandwich, smoked brisket tacos, chicken tortilla soup, chicken tinga nachos, or keep it simple with chips and salsa. To keep up with our ever-changing menu, food and drink specials, and more, follow the Sidebar on Facebook or on Instagram at sidebar.greenville.
Take your comfort to unprecedented levels during Bostic Sugg Furniture's President's Day Motion event. Need to relax, recline, and unwind? Now at Bostic Sugg, enjoy savings on all our top furniture brands. Plus, for a limited time, when you buy any Motion furniture item, you'll get a second Motion furniture item at 40% off. Rest and relaxation has never been easier. Find yours for less during the President's Day Motion event. On now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for $11.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. PIP, where business goes to grow.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
This is ECU assistant football coach Roy Tesh, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
What a lovely day we're having, huh?
Yeah, it's actually kind of nice.
I want to go for a walk.
Sure.
Just kind of leave the show for...
I wish we can just pick these mics up and take them with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just realized something.
What'd you realize?
I haven't been introduced.
Real... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 1 eyes realize real lies. Chandler Honeycutt, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Man, I feel so dirty. I feel so... I shouldn't have talked. I wasn't introduced.
What are you, Christina Aguilera over there? Was that dirty? I had to think about it. Was she dirty? When I get dirty?
Yep, that's the one.
Right,
I don't know. I just know she sings the national anthem with a lot of passion.
You talking about Christina?
Yep, her and Fergie.
Or are you talking about Fergie?
No, Christina gets into it too.
Okay, Fergie did the worst rendition ever.
Oh, that was just awful. Like, that was just bad. Aguilera just holds a lot of notes.
Yeah. And look, I'm a Fergalicious, you know. She
did the All-Star game, right?
Yeah.
And everybody was laughing.
Yeah, it was terrible.
My thing is that people that have incredible vocal range, like a Mariah Carey, Christina Aguilera, sometimes they do a little too much.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know?
They get a little overboard.
Yeah.
Best rendition of the Star Spangled Anthem, though.
You're going to say Whitney.
Whitney.
Absolutely.
Gotta
And
be,
you're
right?
talking about someone who had an incredible vocal range.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't have to flaunt that. She just sang the out of that song.
You know what out of it.
All right, real quick before we get to Shane Winkler, let's do a speed round, Shirley.
Okay, well, once we get done with the speed round, you're going to have to give me a second for Shane, because I got to call him.
Okay. Fair enough.
You got his number?
Yes, I have his number.
Okay. Just making sure. I mean, can't
Yes.
call him without his number.
Well, of course.
All right. Steve Hill on Facebook Live says, Clippo the Hippo. Steve Hill says, burglary.
A burglary.
Swinging dingers.
Swinging dingers.
2 little butt cheeks.
It's 2 little butt cheeks.
All right. All right. Ric Flair. Woo!
Ric Flair. Woo!
I want to shake your hand.
I want to shake his hand.
He wants to send it down to Tony. He wants to send it down to Tony.
Let's send it down to Tony.
Thank you.
Well, man, I didn't know.
Hello. Oh. Do we have Corey saying hello?
How about he just say things that's on the actual computer?
How about you don't talk to our listeners that way, Chandler?
How about I'm trying to do a job right now? Man, I'm so sassy. I'm so sorry.
You got a lot of sass on you, boy.
Gosh, man, I gotta stop.
Hey, boy.
Hey, boy, where's that sass coming from?
You got a little sass on you there,
You
boy.
can put that sass up.
All right. Shirley Rhodes, we got ECU baseball season beginning next Friday. We've got ECU softball beginning this Friday. It'll be on the road, however, in Wilmington, as Shane Winkler's Pirates get underway, the 2023 season. And Coach Winkler joins us now on the Pirate Radio Live line. Coach, welcome back to Pirate Radio. How you doing, man?
Great, Cliff. I appreciate you having me.
And your season will start out with a bang on the road for the first couple of weekends. So let's talk about the prep this off season going into year 2 for you. How do you feel right now compared to this time last year heading into your first season here?
Now, we're feeling good. We had a great fall preparation with the fall games that we got in. Had a lot of success, got a lot of experience for some kids. Have some newcomers in, but really the returners also kind of taking over a new leadership role. But this January, we brought in a couple new transfers and trying to get some kids healthy. So really kind of see what combination we have currently heading into the season. And we've got a lot of options. We got a lot more depth than a year ago, which we're excited about. But the preparation's been great. Practice has been great. We've been fortunate with really good weather the past few weeks that we can get on the field consistently. Hoping the rain stays away this weekend because we got a huge test at UNC Wilmington. But no, we're fired up, ready to go, and the girls have put in some great work.
Coach, how does the roster look like as far as returners and newcomers? What's the split for you this year?
You know, we brought in 8 newcomers, and there's 4 or 5 of them that should see some significant time. So we got 24 total on the roster. So we've got a great mix of returners that gained some experience a year ago, and some newcomers from transfers and freshmen that can come in and hopefully make an impact right now. But like I said, the biggest thing is we're a lot deeper at a lot of positions, which means the first month or so of the season, there's still going to be a ton of competition for playing time. But but that's a good thing. I mean, you rather have too much depth than trying to pull names out of a hat each day to pull a lineup together. But right now, biggest thing is trying to get healthy and put on the final touches before we get going.
Shane Winkler joining us, Pirate Radio Live line here on a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Coach, all kind of starts there in the circle. So let's talk about pitching. Who will you be relying on this year as far as pitching for the Pirates?
It's going to be similar to last year, where we don't have that established kind of number one All-American type that we're going to throw out there as a stopper every game. But we've got a staff that gained a lot of experience a year ago, and that's going to be key for us. And the nice thing is, we've got about 5 arms that we can rely on consistently to come out and get outs. That may mean that we're not throwing somebody out there for 7 full innings, but that's a good thing. That means opposing teams have to really prep for 4 or 5 pitchers every time we head out. But Jordan Hatch has really kind of stepped up right now. She was a freshman a year ago, had those freshman deer in headlights at times, and she's settled in really well. Had a great fall for us, shut down a couple Power 5 teams during the fall season. So she's looking really good. Addie Bullis coming off an injury plague first year for us last year, gives us another lefty that is going to see some significant time. She's been throwing extremely well. We've got a transfer in this year from Louisville, Peyton Hudson, who gives us a different look. Gained a little bit of experience there as a Power 5, but she's going to look for a more significant role this year. Maddie Davis had her first year for us last year. First time seeing significant time in the circle and getting some experience a year ago. Nice change of pace kid who changes speeds really well. We're going to be relying on her. She had a couple big moments for us a season ago. And then Taylor Smith also, probably our hardest thrower. Saw her first significant time for the Pirates last year, so she's going to be coming back. So we've got 5 arms that opponents got to prepare for every weekend, and a lot of them gained significant experience last year, which is going to play a big role this season.
Shane Winkler joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. East Carolina softball beginning their season coming up on the road on a Friday. They will be home to begin the home campaign coming up later on this month on February 24th for the Pirate Clash. Coach, how about offensively and in the field? Who are some key players you'll be relying on in the lineup and defensively this year?
Yeah, I'd say our strength is right now is our outfield offensively. We've got some solid defensive players in the infield, some young kids that are getting some experience. But and our table setter at the top of the lineup is Tadria Finney, who was an all-conference kid last year, transferred in a year ago from Texas A&M. She's speedy slapper, covers ground for us in center field. We're expecting big things out of her. And then we've got another transfer that came in a couple weeks ago from UCLA. Taylor Edwards has really controlled the bat really well. Is going to see some time in the outfield. Anna Sawyer is another outfielder, that a local kid from D.H. Conley, who's swinging it really well as a freshman that can step in and do some big things for us. Outside of there, we've got some names in the infield that really have the ability to put up some numbers. Logan Sutton gained some experience as a freshman for us. She's filling in at shortstop right now as we deal with some injuries, but she's been doing a great job. She has the ability to play both middle and infield positions. Waiting for Jocelyn Alonzo to completely come back. She's starting to swing the bat. She was off to a hot start last year in conference play, hitting well over 300 in conference play before she went down to injury. She's slowly getting back throwing-wise, but swinging the bat really well, and we're looking for her to bounce back and get back in the middle infield as soon as possible. Then at the corners, we've got a lot of options. That's where some of our most depth is. At first and third, Mackenzie Keela comes all the way as a freshman from Hawaii. Swings a great bat, playing third base for us right now. Also at third, J.C. Chamberlain transfers over from NC State. Big, strong kid with a lot of power. And then Taylor Woodring has been seeing a lot of time at first base. Great eye from the left-hand side of the box. Draws a lot of walks, big on-base percentage, but probably our most explosive power as well. So we've got a lot of options around the infield. Bailey Wilson saw some time at third and first last year. She's filling in at second base while we overcome injuries. And then behind the plate, we've got a lot of experience. Sophie Wools is back there as a senior, big bat, does a great job handling our pitching staff. And then Joey Fatante returns, going to see a lot of time in the middle of our lineup as a DP. Also gets some time behind the plate to spell Wools a little bit. So, again, we've got a lot more depth than we did in the past. So putting a lineup together is going to be tough from day to day, but it's a good problem to have because we've got a lot of kids that are vying for time early in the season.
Shane Winkler joining us, Coach. You've got the normal tasks of preparing your team and getting your team better, traditional recruiting, scheduling, all that. And I guess they figured they'd throw in a few more wrinkles for you, and NIL, transfer portal. Now every coach in every sport kind of going through across the country. So how have you kind of adapted to this new college athletics, and how are you handling that?
We're using it to our advantage as much as possible. Just starting to scratch the surface with NIL. Obviously, the support here for Pirate Nation is amazing. So there's going to be opportunities for student athletes, especially female student athletes in the future as we go forward there. But, I mean, the transfer portal is obviously, if you look at our roster, one place that we're going to continue to try to find talent. The thing is, in softball, the ability to transfer and play right away isn't a new thing. Even before the transfer portal, you can transfer from another school and play immediately in softball. The transfer portal just kind of publicizes it even more and gets it out there and means you're competing for a kid with a lot more schools. But, again, we're going to use it to our advantage. We feel like we're putting together a culture and a program to where we don't have to worry too much about kids wanting to leave and transfer out. And it's an inviting place to where we've got talent from all over the country looking for an opportunity to come here. So it's a big plus for us. It's an opportunity to continue to build our roster and put together hopefully a championship caliber roster in the future.
Shane Winkler joining us, Coach. Speaking of recruiting and bringing in talent, how has that gone for you so far? You when we talked to you when you first got here, you had a pretty good handle on this area, so it's not like you're walking into anything new. But how has that gone for you so far? How are our softball playing girls out there to potentially come into East Carolina to play?
The recruiting's been outstanding. We've got a couple kids in that we recruited currently that are freshmen. Obviously, we got a really late start with that class, and really kind of a late start for next year's class as well, because you're always about 2 years out when you're really trying to build the relationships and everything with kids. But we've got a class for next year that is going to be able to come in, got some really good pitching depth, some kids that can come in and get the job done for us. But recruiting, I mean, it couldn't be going any better. Can't say too much on our 24 class yet, but when you're looking at some of the publications that put out rankings, we've got quite a bit of kids that are top 30, top 40 kids, to where that has the potential to be a top 25 class in the country with some of the kids that we're bringing in. So we've got a lot of energy about what we're building, and now the biggest thing is putting it together on the field and putting that type of success out there to really get kids, obviously locally, but all over the country, excited about what we can do here.
Coach, how neat is it to coach in the same city where the Softball World Series is held? Had that last summer, such a great event, either live or on ESPN. Did a great job of covering the event. So how neat is that that's right here in your backyard?
No, we love that. I mean, obviously, Little League is nationwide, and it's a big deal. And to have that here is huge. I mean, Ellerbe Park is one of the top Little League venues in the entire country. And to bring kids in from now all over the world, when they brought the international teams back this year, I mean, just a huge opportunity here locally. But we love it because our girls get to get involved. I mean, they volunteer and get to work with the girls and get to spend time with them with their team parties and things like that. And we spend a lot of time going out and just watching. Obviously, I mean, it's not recruiting or anything for us because how young they are, but just such a great event to have here. And I mean, there's potential for looking to bring some professional teams here in the future, hopefully to kind of mirror with that, like Major League Baseball does with the Boys Little League World Series. So ideally, we can mirror that and have it kind of a Little League Pro Day. But I mean, already such a great event, and the city of Greenville does an amazing job with it.
Talking to Shane Winkler today on the Pirate Radio Live Line. The Pirates will open up coming up with ranked Virginia Tech this Friday. Also, Purdue, Fort Wayne, UNCW in that tournament in Wilmington. So, Coach, you get a test right out of the gate here. How about facing the Hokies coming up and the rest of these schools in Wilmington?
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a tough test. Again, we're hoping the rain holds off because we get to see exactly where we are immediately. I mean, Virginia Tech getting to play them the first two games of the season. I mean, they're one team that was a couple outs away last year from going to the College World Series, and they have that ability again. They got one of the best returning pitchers in the country, in Emma Lemley, who throws gas. So we've been ramping up the pitching machine to 70, 72 miles per hour, kind of prepping for her. We'll watch a lot of video today, getting our prep in and putting the scouting reports together. But I mean, preseason tournaments are a little tougher to do reports because you're gearing up for 3 and 4 teams. But we get to open up with them twice, so we'll do a little bit of homework, and then we'll get an opportunity to see Purdue, Fort Wayne, and Wilmington in person. Both with the coaching staff and the girls will stay after a couple games and watch them. But right away, I mean, you got 3 of your 5 games were against teams that were in the NCAA tournament last year with great pitching. So we're going to be tested right away, but that's kind of what you want preseason-wise. And if you look at our entire schedule, and we've got plenty of tests with ACC teams right down the road from us. We've got a lot of opportunities right there to play Power 5 programs almost in our backyard that are also willing to come here and play at times. So we're going to be tested, but we need to get ready for American play because, again, it's one of the top conferences in the country competitively. So we're looking forward to that and preparing ourselves for that every weekend out.
Shane Winkler joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. ECU softball season getting underway coming up on a Friday. Coach, we appreciate your time today. We wish you the best of luck. We'll catch up with you again down the road, but good luck this year, and thanks for joining us today, man. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Cliff. Thanks for having me. Appreciate everything you guys do. Go Pirates.
All righty. Shane Winkler, the Wink. Hopefully some dubs on the way this weekend. Going to be a tough challenge. They open up with 2 games against Virginia Tech, 13th in the country heading into the season.
Too bad you can't see me because I'm winking away.
At some point in the show, by the way, Studio B camera on the Fritz.
Dead. Oh, it's dead.
It's, I'm trying to, it'll be okay. It's just on vacation.
What they all say.
At some point, I'm going to turn this camera around and face y'all today so everybody can see you. I'm tired of being seen. I want people to see y'all. And the crazy outfits you're wearing today. Shirley's wearing overalls with nothing underneath it. Chandler has on these booty shorts that are riding high.
They're rising to the standard. They're rising as I speak.
And this like mesh tank top. It's very strange. I didn't know you had your nipple pierced. That's the first time I seen it.
Yeah, I mean, look, it was a crazy night that one Thursday night after finals.
Let's take a break, come back, more to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday after this.
It hurt like an SOB.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates. The doors open at noon, 7 days a week. And the Buck has live music every night, along with football. Monday is open mic night, the first Monday of each month. Tuesday, it's karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday, it's acoustic night. Thursday, it's the dance party with DJ Kid Scene and live music every Friday and Saturday night with the best bands on the East Coast. Follow the Buck on Instagram for information and schedule of events. This season, party like a pirate at the Buck.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com. Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
With over 30 locations across North Carolina and southeastern Virginia, Quality Equipment is your local John Deere dealer, where you'll find everything you need for your next project. Our complete lineup of John Deere lawn and garden, agricultural, and commercial worksite equipment comes with years of experience, expertise, and dedication. We know what it takes to get it done right. Stop by today or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Familia on Fire Tower Road in Winterville has a brand new updated menu. Open from 4 to 9 Tuesday through Saturday and 11 to 9 on Sundays, Familia has a variety of pizza combinations and classic Italian dishes that are sure to tackle your taste buds. Enjoy Thirsty Thursdays with $3 drafts with several local brews on tap. And who doesn't love brunch? Familia has Sunday brunch from 11 to 2. Follow Familia on social media for their pizza of the week for just $12. Visit online at FamiliaNC.com. Familia, that's Italian for family.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier restaurant and bourbon authority. Jefferson's, Basil Hayden, Woodford Reserve, and a Midwinter Night's Dram are just a few of the incredible bourbon options. The Rick House features the very best steaks and fresh, made-from-scratch pastas. The Rick House can host your corporate event or special parties in the 3,000-square-foot banquet hall. Join the Rick House for Sunday brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for the wine tastings on the last Friday of every month. The Rick House.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
This is Tim Doust, ECU Football Special Teams Coordinator, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you in outside sales and looking for an opportunity to increase your earning potential? CopyPro has been in Eastern North Carolina for over 45 years and continues to grow each year, and they are in need of more sales professionals with a desire to potentially make a six-figure income. Do you have what it takes? Visit copypro.net today to submit your resume and to learn more. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Tyler asking, is Chandler dressed like the brother from 50 First Dates? I was unaware of what he was referring to.
That was a guy we mentioned yesterday, Sean Astin.
How do you know that? Oh, is that a Sandler movie?
Yes.
There you go. And I Googled it up. Yes.
It's Adam Sandler. It's Sean Astin.
Sean Astin.
I have his
Barrymore is the girl.
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore.
Wait, does he only wear? I'm seeing 3 different mesh shirts.
But yes, Tyler, that is exactly what I look like. And I look just like Sean Astin.
Sean Astin, who Lane Hoover wanted to play him in the ECU baseball movie.
Yeah.
That is funny. Yes, if you're wondering what Chandler's looks like today,
just watch 50 First Dates and you'll see.
That is hilarious. That's a good bit. So he just wears those the entire movie, different colors.
Yeah,
that's
basically.
Great. All right, yeah. I like that. You like that? I like that.
You like that?
This is a short segment, folks. Short seg alert. Anything going on in the chat? Kenny Curlings was glad that Brian Bailey called in and got me. Susan Dean said, just saw an ad on WITN 7 with Mason Garcia repping a finance company. Mm-hmm. Good to see. There you go. Little NIL action.
Nice.
And
QB1.
There's some chatter on the internets at this present time about a guy that spurned ECU on National Signing Day or around that time frame and played the hat game. And
I watched it because I saw on Twitter where he was, someone had posted a picture that he had, out of the blue, last minute, had put an East Carolina hat on the table beside his Miami Hurricanes hat, which he was planning on signing with. And last minute, he made it seem like East Carolina was in the mix. He goes up there, puts the hat on for East Carolina, and, I mean, before you can even count to two, he took the hat off his head and said, "No, I am a Miami Hurricane."
And now he has asked for his release from Miami.
Wow.
So not a Pirate, not a Hurricane.
2 down. Who's next?
And I'm interested to see the chatter from people, ECU, on everybody that, when somebody doesn't decide to go to ECU. Well, we didn't need him anyway. We don't like him. He wasn't all in.
Right.
Now will they start to say, "Come on back. We need you." That's all. That's why I just can't get into this recruiting stuff. It's not for me. It's for some.
It's a popularity contest.
Not for me. We'll talk to Igo about it tomorrow. He follows it. We'll see what he has to say about it. Right now, we will take a break. When we return, John says, "I see you're on the boards, my guy." A fellow board member. Hey, John, what's your handle? What's your name, pal? Mine is CB3.
What's your name? What's your sign?
What's your name? What's your sign? As soon as you
I creep up from
behind. Ask you what your interests are, who you be with, things that make you smile, what numbers to dial. You're gonna be here for a while. I'm gonna call my crew. We're gonna call your crew. We can rendezvous at the bar around 2. We'll take a break.
Let's take a break.
Come back. Okay, take it then, Chandler.
We'll see y'all after this.
Get up the middle, hit! 1 in, 2 in, Dale Murphy makes it a 7-4 game with a bullet up the middle.
Hey, baseball fans, when's the last time you met a 2-time National League MVP and a 7-time Major League Baseball All-Star? Well, your chance is now, as Pirate Radio is bringing Dale Murphy, legendary Atlanta Brave, to Greenville on Sunday, April 2nd. Table sponsorships and ticket information's online now at pr927fm.com. Don't miss your chance to meet a living legend and hear Dale Murphy talk about his career, leadership, and there'll be a question and answer session. It's Dinner with Dale Murphy, Sunday, April 2nd. Details online now at pr927fm.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank that's in your corner when you need them. This is Chris Richards from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Ashley Capps, Bonner Latham, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business, come and see one of our experienced team members at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. Member FDIC.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American Airline flights perfect for your next trip. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Your vehicle is a big part of your life. That's why you should trust the team at Greenville Auto World for all your vehicle needs. Greenville Auto World believes in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right. Visit GreenvilleAutoWorld.net to see their fully stocked inventory of SUVs, trucks, and cars. Need a lift kit, custom rims, or wheels? Greenville Auto World can upgrade your vehicle today. For sales or service, visit Greenville Auto World on Highway 43 in Greenville.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American airline flights perfect for your next trip. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by First Bank. Together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. Visit the First Bank location on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville for all your personal and business banking needs. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Well, keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Coming up later on in the program, Bryce Williams will join us in the Pirate Radio studios. See if I can find a game for us to play while we talk Super Bowl. Amongst other things, Mike Mullis joins us now in the Pirate Radio studios. Mully, how you doing, man?
Good, bud. How are you? There we are. Good. How are you?
That's on me. How are you? I'm sorry.
I'm good.
Good to hear. Good to hear. I've got some things I want to discuss today, Mully.
Good.
I just saw a tweet. I feel like we've talked about this before, but pretty good sports radio talking point. Wes Blankenship said, "What's the best 30 for 30 no one has made yet?" Anything come to mind immediately? There was a recent one. Do we really need one on the Ravens season from 2000? No, but I'm going to watch it. I didn't watch it last night. I planned to.
But he's saying one that's never been made, so I don't.
Right.
Yeah. So
I'm saying if you could make one about the Ravens 2000 season, I mean, you can make one about anything. There's
okay.
got to be
I didn't know where you were.
Yeah. So I don't know. Keep thinking about that as we do the program. If anything comes to mind for you. We haven't had many golf ones, Mully. Is golf interesting enough to have?
Yeah, I mean, I think the whole Live PGA fallout would be an interesting 30 for 30. I think, pretty much anything about Tiger would garner some.
We're going to have that Tiger one one day, right?
It's going to be a Jordan 4 or 5 parter.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be. And there have been some Tiger type things out there, 30-30 type deals. There are topics, I'm sure. That's a great question.
There might be some homework. Hey, let's come up with a list, Chandler, for next Tuesday with Mully.
All right.
Is that how you used to do your homework? Hey, that'd be some homework, Chandler. Come up with a list.
Oh, he's not. I'm going to come up with my own stuff.
Oh, so he's going to do a list and you're going to do a list.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to do my work.
Okay.
As I said on the show yesterday, I'm a procrastinator, but don't do that when it comes to your Super Bowl food.
No.
Make sure you order early. You can order right now, wingsover.com.
Yes, sir.
And pre-order and pick up your wings on Sunday.
Yeah, my son, the youngest one's birthday is the 15th. So for his birthday, he wants to have his buddies over and have a little Super Bowl / Nice. Birthday extravaganza. So I said, okay, what's on the menu? Oh, Dad, we got to do wings. They're, big wing guys. We got to do wings. And I'm like, all right, listen, you're going to have 6, 8, 10 cats over here running around. We're not getting like 10 wings per dude because that, that's a second mortgage. I'm like, we'll have some wings, but we'll have some, chips and dip and the traditional kind of fare. And, even if we have to go pizza or something. But, the wing thing on Super Bowl Sunday, you better have planned ahead. And that was when wings were bountiful. I can't imagine now what the status will be of wings.
All right, 30 for 30, one talking point. I wanted to discuss very briefly pears, Mully. I feel like pears, they're just not around anymore. I hadn't seen a pear in like 25 years. When was the last time you saw
There's several pears in town. Harry and Brian Pear and Andrew Pear.
I played ball with Brian Pear. He's a good dude.
Moving on. Pears.
When's the last time you had a pear?
There's some in my fridge right now.
No, you lie. Take a picture and show me. You're a liar.
I'm sitting here with you.
Am I a pear?
Shaped like one.
When's the last time you had a pear, Chandler?
Been a long time.
A long time, right?
Been a very long time.
First off, I don't take either one of you guys as like highly like looking for vegetables or fruits to I don't see that in either one of you like readily just strolling through the produce section at the grocery store.
And you would be correct.
Yeah, so I think maybe that may explain why you haven't seen a pear.
You're
in a
questioning.
while.
You're questioning.
You're an equestrian. Congratulations.
You're questioning if we're making the effort to look for pears.
Yeah, no, I'm not questioning. I'm stating the fact that I'm pretty sure you guys are not.
I buy grapes for Lily like once a week, so I'm over there in the fruit.
But you beeline straight to the grapes, grab them, and you're gone. You're not a shopper. You're a buyer.
I don't think pears exist. Is all I'm saying.
I'm glad we're talking about it.
Also wanted to mention Rob Maloney. They're going to name the court after Coach Maloney.
Good for him.
Out of D.H. Collins.
Well earned.
That's awesome. And other high school news, I saw your buddy, Paul Cornwell.
The big cat.
Is back coaching Aiden Grifton. That was cool to see.
How cool is that? I can't wait to see what happens with the entirety of that program from the community standpoint. Paul's had those guys very, very involved in the community, and his numbers over there were just sick.
The level of consistency and
crazy.
Playoffs, and
it's very Pittsburgh Steelers like, but with back end success.
And I hadn't been to Aiden Grifton in a while. It's not like the most highly fun. Like I don't know. There's not talent everywhere over there to do what he did with the low numbers. I think it's impressive.
Well, and I don't know about he had numbers. He had guys. He didn't have tons of big names coming out of there, but he did produce a number of collegiate players at various levels. And we had the chance to see, again, my boys playing at Hope. We played the middle school over there this year, and I called him from the field, and their coach is John Winslow. And I called Paul then. I said, and he had nothing to do with it, and there was no talk about him going back at that point. I'm like, dude, I'm telling you right now, man, these guys they've got some good-looking athletes, and they're very well coached and, fairly disciplined, which, that's a moving scale for middle school kids. But I was really impressed. I think there's good things to come out of that program. And, Paul has always had a way of ingraining his culture and his beliefs and then teaching system and scheme and, making the most of what he has. So, I like him for fairly quick success. He'll tell you it's going to take him a little while, but I don't believe that. I think he'll get that thing turned around fairly quickly.
One of the good guys, too, which we got a lot of those around here when it comes to high school athletics with the legendary RV.
Yeah.
Coach Maloney, I've known him my entire life pretty much. And Cornwell, a lot of those guys, Mully, but Cornwell definitely one of the good ones.
I can tell you this, that we get spoiled here in Eastern North Carolina with the caliber of our youth athletics and the expectations that always seem to be met year after year after year. And, a lot of that, there's talent in the area, but that talent is cultivated. Growing up in Charlotte and still talking to people back in Charlotte, they're turning those programs over. Coaches are turning over at what used to be kind of powerhouse type programs. They're turning coaches over every year, and it's a testament to what what we're spoiled by here in Eastern North Carolina.
Mike Mully is joining us. Mully does judge a book by its cover. Said I was shaped like a pear earlier and did not eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. You're somewhat right on that, Mully, but If you judge Jim Boeheim, now what do you? I'm getting somewhere.
That was a weak segue, but go ahead.
I haven't even got to the segue yet.
Jim Boeheim.
Yeah. You judge a book by his cover, he looks like a whiny nerd.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? I don't know if he's a nerd, but he's certainly whiny.
He largely is.
He has whined his entire career, in my entire life. He has sat at the podium with his head in his hands and scratched his head and just whined about something, whether it be playing a basketball tournament in Greensboro. He doesn't like that. Also made some amazing remarks over the weekend. He said, quote, "This is an awful place we're in college basketball. Pittsburgh bought a team. Okay, fine. My big donor talks about it, but he doesn't give anyone any money. Nothing. Not one guy. Our guys make like $20,000. Wake Forest bought a team. Miami bought a team. It's like, really? This is where we are? That's really where we are? And it's only going to get worse," end quote. Okay. I know coaches don't like where college sports is now. That's fine. You can say that. But then he starts throwing out these claims about all these teams buying players. Fast forward a few hours later, one day later, he says, "I would like to clarify remarks I made in a conversation I had with a media member following our game Saturday evening. I apologize to the schools I mentioned. I believe the ACC member institutions are in compliance with NCAA rules governing name, image, and likeness. It was not my intention to imply otherwise," end quote.
He walked it back, didn't he?
Yeah, all the way back.
I mean, if you're going to and look, at this point in his career, yeah, sure, they could fire him. But if he feels that way, let that be the horse on which you ride off on.
I agree. Is that
if
really
you feel
true?
that strongly about it?
He's Teflon. I mean, he's got all the, like you said.
Well, the thing is, he's past the Teflon stage. He was Teflon to, 10, 12 years ago when all that mess was going on. He kind of skated out of it. Now he's just to the point where it's like, who else are we going to get to come up here? I mean, it's not the destination it once was.
That's a good point, Mully. I hadn't really thought about it in those terms, that when Roy hangs it up, you would think that Carolina could keep rolling, Duke could keep rolling with
yeah, no problem.
But Syracuse, what is Syracuse going to be post Boeheim? That's a good question.
I don't know. Junior does. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Like Georgetown post old John Thompson.
Yeah,
they hadn't been the same.
Have not even been close, even with young John. I mean, they tried everything.
They made the tournament a few times, but
but I mean, so I don't think that's. And look, you can't tell me in freaking Syracuse that there haven't been some improprieties over the years that Jimmy Boeheim's completely aware of.
Oh, absolutely.
And so, I mean, if he's only paying him $20,000 now, it's only because he hasn't kept up with inflation. He maybe he's been paying them $20,000 long before they could get paid anything. Look, it's all again. It's not going to change.
Yeah.
So he might as well get over it, or he needs to make a change.
And I remember during football season, Igo and I were talking about Mac Brown making claims like this and about teams buying players, and then why not just come out and say who it is if you're Mac Brown? He's kind of in the same category with Boeheim.
Well, hold on. This is Nick Saban, too. Saban did the exact same thing.
It's because they have their own issues to worry about if people start sniffing around, right?
I mean, look, the whole thing. Listen, it's all been corrupt to a point. Basketball historically has been very, organized crime-like. I mean, and that's just not. That's not me saying that.
Like there's shoes.
The shoe companies control the deal. When you ask a coach that's at an Adidas school about there's a marquee player, you guys have a chance of getting him, and he goes, "Man, no chance. He's a Nike kid." I mean that tells the tale. Look, when you got a high school quarterback coming out offered $13 million, and then they renege on it or whatever happens, the deal falls through, and then he goes to the school and asks for his release. Come on, man. This is
John said, by the way, I think Mully would enjoy the Antoine Jackson discussion, the Miami kid.
That's the kid.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I don't think you would.
Hey, you know what? I watched the thing the other day on Netflix. I highly recommend the Mitch Mustaine story. The dude that played at Arkansas and then went to Southern Cal, and it's pretty cool little doc pic about him. It's kind of weird that he had it out, and that was what drew me to. I was flipping through, scrolling for something to watch, and I saw Mitch Mustaine. I was like, man, that's a name I hadn't heard forever. And he was a baseball, football, baseball guy anyway. But kind of that reminded me of that with, he was such a big dog and Gatorade Player of the Year and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, no, look, man, that's the nature of the beast right now. And if name, image, and likeness were used the way it was intended, these conversations wouldn't happen the way they are because it would be earned money. I think the greatest example of that is, my boys are all into the cheerleader from LSU, Livy Wild, Livy something. Anyway, she's social media famous. But look, man, she is everywhere, and they've had to stop gymnastics meets because her fans just overrun wherever they are. It's crazy. I mean, but she's
like an influencer or something.
And she's a very attractive young lady, but she has dominated the social media marketing whole thought process. Listen, the bottom line is whatever she decides to do for a living post her playing career, her path is paved because she's proven that she knows how to market at least one thing, and that's herself.
Crazy world.
Crazy times. Hey, it is.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back more with Mully here. Can you stick around one more second?
Sure.
All right, one more segment with Mully when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday after this.
Bud Light was brewed to be delicious and easy to drink beer, even when little things in life are hard. Like when you're working late and happy hour has already started, but you're about to clock out and head over. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local retailer today. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
If you wake up in the morning with a backache, feeling more tired than you did when you went to bed, you probably need a new mattress. And the best place to get that mattress is Factory Mattress. Hi, I'm Kirk Smith, General Manager. For more than 40 years, Factory Mattress has been Greenville and Wilson's local mattress dealer. We guarantee the lowest price on the area's best selection with over 50 models to choose from. No seconds or overruns. Factory Mattress offers only first quality direct from the manufacturer. Sealy Posturepedic, Beauty Rest, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. The most highly trained sales associates with over 60 years of combined experience. Same as cash financing with zero interest up to 48 months and free local delivery. Face it, to have a good day, you've got to have a good night. So sleep better knowing you saved money at Factory Mattress, locally owned on Greenville Boulevard in Greenville, on Forest Hills Road in Wilson, on the web at factorymattressusa.com, and a proud member of Pirates Supporting Pirates.
The winter sale is in full swing at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. All sale merchandise has been reduced to 1/2 price, just in time for Valentine's Day. There's no better way to say I love you than with a beautiful gift from Russell's. The selection is good and the prices are great. Or perhaps you'd rather select from our new spring arrivals. That includes beautiful jewelry from Julie Voss, E. Newton, and Brackish. Valentine's Day, Russell's Clothing and the Pirate Nation, a winning combination for creating smiles.
Go Pirates!
Greenville Utilities electric customers will soon be able to receive text notifications in the event of power outages. Enrollment is automatic, so make sure GUC has your cell phone number by signing into your account at GUC.com, then update the information in your user profile. Want to talk with someone instead? Call 252-752-7166 during business hours. 252-752-7166. Update us so we can update you. Visit GUC.com for more information.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Jamie Cuccinella, inviting you and your family to come by Cuccinella's Pizzeria and Italian Ice. Cuccinella's has been serving our special family recipe New York-style pizza since 1932. We think you'll taste the difference in just one bite. When you come in for a pie, don't forget to try our house-made Italian ice or gelato. We make small batches every day from scratch with all fresh ingredients.
Cuccinella's on Old Tar Road in Winterville and a new location coming soon to Uptown Greenville.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
Fifth Street Hardware can make your Valentine's night easy and memorable with that special someone. Fifth Street Hardware and Cupid have you covered with a Valentine's Day 4-course dinner. Seating on Valentine's Day night will be at 6 p.m. and 7:30 only. Make your reservations today at Fifth Street Hardware, located on Fifth Street beside the State Theater in downtown Greenville. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for more special events and daily specials. Fifth Street Hardware and Tap Room.
This is former ECU baseball player and mayor of Greenville, PJ Connolly, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by First Bank. Together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. Visit the First Bank location on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville for all your personal and business banking needs. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. From sales to service, Greenville Auto World has all of your vehicle needs covered. You can shop all of their inventory now at greenvilleautoworld.net. If you're also looking for someone to service your vehicle, they have a full service and repair facility. They do brakes, oil changes, tires, inspections, and repair any kind of vehicle. Greenville Auto World, across from Speedway at Bells Fork, and online at greenvilleautoworld.net. Thanks to Tim Sutton for his sponsorship of the program. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
All righty, back with you. Mike Mullis joining us. Mr. Baseball, not Tom Selleck, Mike Mullis. Did you watch that movie?
Well, several times, yeah. My mother-in-law used to say that when I was coaching, and it ticked my wife off. She's like, there's more to you than baseball. I'm like, yeah. I mean, she didn't know that.
Mully, let's talk about movies real quick. I don't think I've ever seen Mr. 3000 with Bernie Mac. Have you?
Yeah.
What do you rate it? How many balls and strikes? What's the count on that movie? A full count is the best a movie can do.
Yeah, that's a tough grading scale. It
1 and 1.
It's not very good. I mean, it's it's watchable.
Okay,
but it's not very good. But it's the traditional story of the dude that thinks he has 3,000. There's a miscount. He's a jerk. Back. All he's trying to do is get his 3, and then he becomes a team guy. And he lays down the bunt. The World Series. They let the young guy have a chance. So.
Molly, you were talking World Baseball Classic. I'm seeing first game is 6 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Okay, there was something on last night, or I just saw it flash across the screen. There was and it could have been an exhibition or something. A 6:30 game on ESPN Plus last night.
Well, wait a minute. Now I'm seeing Cuba and Netherlands tonight at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I think they started yesterday.
Okay, not seeing anything on Monday.
Yeah, they do a bad job of promoting that, but I also think that's indicative.
What's it on?
At all the Plus networks, I think, and then it'll come over to ESPN for maybe the championship. But I think that's also a statement on where baseball is.
Speaking of baseball, you were the first of a few people that notified me that Jacob Jenkins Coward took one off the face during the scrimmage Saturday. Had a chance to talk to him yesterday. He came in. Looked a little puffy, I would say, around the upper lip, but said it got him kind of under the nose, basically right on the lip, but showed us his upper lip, and that thing was gnarly.
Yeah, well, when you get a ball falling out of the air that hits flesh into bone, I mean, yeah.
That was beautiful. It's like a poem.
Yeah. It ain't a poem. When it happens, it sucks. But, no, yeah, it was kind of one of those fluky things. I think he stepped in a hole or had a little head bobble or something in it, but it smoked him.
Yeah, had a little twisted ankle to go with it. got him top and bottom.
Yeah. It popped him pretty good.
But he's good to go. Tough dude. And I really enjoyed talking to him, Lane Hoover, speaking of tough dude, and Josh Moylan yesterday. Lane Hoover was going over his career injuries at ECU, and he sounded like a football player.
Yeah, he's been through some stuff, and he kind of plays like a football player, and that's a little bit of a compensation he's probably had his whole life for being a little undersized. He had to go out there and get after it, and use speed as one of his tools. And, when you're using speed, you're going to have opportunity for injuries. I did hear a little bit of the show yesterday. I was busy, but I heard Moylan, and I was really, really impressed with the effort he put in to get, it's hard to say to get back on track for a young guy, but to get more laser focused on where he wants to be. And, his talk about, I mean, you and I think have talked about, I've always really been interested in the psychology of sport and that kind of thing. And if I could go back, that's what I would do. And matter of fact, been doing some EQ type stuff with some folks. But anyway, I was just really impressed with just where he sounds as though he's in a really good place.
Definitely. Yeah.
More so than any of them, I thought.
Yeah. And talked about on media day, I go back to his line that he gets to go to the ballpark every day, not has to, and have that mindset.
You know what's funny, as a coach, you would tell players, we tell players all the time, guys, this is a freaking privilege. You're lucky you get to do this. But it doesn't matter what somebody says to you, it's until you believe it for yourself. And that's and it is, and you don't realize what a privilege it was until it is a was. And then you're like, man, I really miss it. I miss what I took for granted for all those years.
Mike Mullis joining us, Pirate Radio Studios. East Carolina begins their baseball season coming up next Friday. Need to get Coach Eason on. See how he's doing. He talked to him.
Yeah, well, they were supposed to play this past weekend, and the weather got them, along with a lot of other folks. They, Clip? They may have opened up, may have tried to squeeze one in yesterday. I know they had the tarp on the field when I rode by Sunday coming from church. So they typically, they were either trying to get one in yesterday or today. I don't remember. I looked at the schedule and don't remember.
I will. We'll get Coach Eason on, talk about that. Always a good team. Any players on the roster this year, Mully? Any local guys? Anybody to follow?
Well, the Galaska kid, Riker Galaska, that has committed to Carolina. He committed just before, or maybe right after the Christmas break. I think just before the Christmas break. Rose High kid, and there's actually a number of kids in Clip. I kind of know, man, pretty good at that stuff, but that's the first one that pops off the top of my head. But I know that there are a number of local players, and I know when I look at the roster, I'll go, man, I forgot about this kid and that kid, but that's the one that comes right to mind.
Me nor Mully, or Mr. World Baseball. Chad says the World Baseball Classic is in March. The Caribbean Classic is on ESPN Plus right now.
I just saw it go across the bottom. And
thank you, Chad.
Yeah, thank you, bud. Good job.
Yeah, should have got that. But that's why you're out there. Our listeners.
All I saw was the game was on, and I meant to watch it last night and forgot.
Was that the thing that Acuna hit a home run in last week and was pimping?
Must be. Ask Matt. Who was it?
Who's just Chad?
Ask Chad.
Chad, was that where Acuna hit the home run? Chad, can you come on the show, talk some baseball? Several Braves fans joining us on Mondays with Lane Hoover and Jacob Jenkins Coward. Pretty impressed with Jacob Jenkins Coward. He was upset, Mully. He won't be here for Dale Murphy because they'll be in Houston playing. He said he's got the powder blue Murphy throwback and is a huge fan, even though he wasn't alive when he played. But I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, it makes sense. He is a baseball guy and a baseball player. And look, man, and I say that, but there are more and more young guys that are, even at recent camps I've worked, and you go, all right, who's your favorite player? And they can't even tell you a current player. And then you may mention, all right, do you remember watching Derek Jeter field ground balls? Who? They look at you with this stunned look up. And again, I think part of that is because if you think about the video games for sports in a order of popularity, I would think baseball would probably be somewhere around 4th or 5th.
Which kind of stinks because I got to play in the game, especially over COVID, MLB The Show, and was in an online league with Igo. It was really fun. It was something to do while there was nothing to do. And the game is awesome, but it's still baseball, I guess, and it's just not sought after by kids.
Nobody's dunking it. Nobody's, head topping is the big thing in football now. They catch a ball over a guy's head and they and it's like, man, it's like, come on, let's just catch football. But
do you, you got boys around the house that are that age where they know the trends and what's cool.
Oh, it's nonstop.
Is it impossible to keep up
nonstop.
with?
I just go, guys.
I showed you, Clip, I showed you that video, and these kids were like 6, 7 years
God.
old.
Yeah, that was
And it looked
gross.
like maybe like a young age group of travel ball or
That was
AAU.
gross, yeah.
And these kids are literally doing like flexing in the guy's face.
Pointing, doing
the like you're too small pose. Like these kids are like 6 or 7 years old.
That's where athletics are going. I mean, that's more offense we have, the more of that you're going to get. I mean, it's just, it is what it is.
If you ask the young players not who their favorite current player is, but who's your favorite current YouTuber, they would have to answer.
Oh my God. Or if you ask them who their favorite Fortnite player is, it's laser dash, whatever. I mean, they got that.
Yeah.
They got that, no problem. But if you ask them about, a baseball player, or an athlete, they're just not going to roll. And especially baseball. The boys that come to the house, they all know the marquee. You know what's funny? Probably one of the most used names to be so irrelevant. Odell.
Yeah.
Because he had the Odell. He had the Odell.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Mully, speaking of football, Aaron Rodgers told Pat McAfee he will decide on his future after going on a 4-day isolation and darkness retreat.
He's such a whack job.
He's going to go last year.
He's going to go smoke some hooch and get on the shrooms and see what happens.
Yeah, and they'll tell him what to do. Tell him his next move. Whatever.
You know what? That cat's got too much money. He's, it's just, whatever. And look, I think he's saying. I mean, I had this conversation with another guy. I think he's sandbagged this weekend. He won the.
Somebody got mad at him.
Yeah, well, he freaking killed the field, and that AM field should be pretty tight. I think he's sandbagged. Hey, he got too many strokes.
Now explain that.
He should have gotten 4 strokes, and he got 8. And
So
he
you
won
have
by
a handicap,
right,
to
bring you back to par.
Correct. Yeah, and he shaved a few.
He kept some.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you would want extra shots.
Yeah. But there was the guy upset a golfer? The guy that was mad at him?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I think it was another AM in the field.
A sandy bandit. Is that a term?
I think that's one of those Fortnite players.
Sandy Bandit, 243. Speaking of golf, Chan Man is breaking out the clubs this weekend.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
Got a Tough Man tournament going on Saturday.
I remember you talking about that. Mm-hmm. So exactly, tell me, I don't know if we got into the format of a Tough Man.
It's Super Bowl.
Super Bowl?
Super Bowl, yeah.
Well, okay.
And then shotguns start at 10 o'clock. That's all I know.
Why is that?
We had the
make
same
it
question.
A tough man.
They're putting the holes on the green in tough spots.
Oh, right.
And then I think the tee boxes are going to be in different spots. So this is the first time I've played in one. So
okay, all right, that's back home.
Yes,
I thought it implied to me you were playing Super Bowl and you had to like drink a beer every hole or something.
No. The holes are going to be in tough spots. I talked to the president of the club a few weeks ago. So
how about that, Clip? He talked to the president.
He knows people.
Yeah, I know the
president.
Are they bringing you in as a celebrity?
Well, no.
Now, which celebrity would it be?
He saw that I signed up, and he's like, "Hey, man," he said, "I'm gonna have these." He said, "I'm gonna have the greens tough." So.
Would it be celebrity from being the voice of the high school team down there,
or former long snapper,
it'd be
producer?
more former long snapper.
Okay. Oh, really? By Pirate Radio, former Hooters cook. That garners some celebrity.
Now that actually, I think that's
maybe
going to be my
the
top.
kid.
When they interview me after the tournament, they're going to like on the ticker down there. That's what it's going to say: former dishwasher at Hooters.
And you're kind of the Fresh Prince of pizza in that area, right? Your parents have the pizza joints.
Yeah, we're known as the pizza family.
Yeah, you're the Fresh Prince of pizza.
Yeah.
They're the Italians of the group. They're the most.
We're like the mob down there.
Italians.
Wow.
Stan says, "Man, you gotta love Mully. He tells it like it is." Well, Stan, not if he's calling you a fat ass and saying you look like a pear. You don't love him.
Oh, unless Stan's a fat ass and looks like a pear.
I do love Mully. No matter what he says to me.
You know,
I do love Mully.
And Troy,
we'll wrap it up with this.
I look forward to get back on with Troy. That'll be fun. That will be must listen radio.
Well, you're just at a keep my name out your mouth kind of.
Yeah, I'm going to go Will
Troy.
Smith.
Keep my name out your mouth.
Yeah.
All right.
Complainer. Was he complaining? No, we enjoyed watching a basketball game. Fellowship.
It was great having you.
I was impressed to see your. I mean, I've watched games with you, but you were truly impassioned for a game that meant absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things. You were 100% impassioned.
And what did I say, Mully? You gotta get excited about something.
Yeah,
I get excited about ECU hoops.
Look, and we got to see the wipeout thing. That was awesome. got to hear the booyah,
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah,
half the speakers worked. It was great.
Oh man, Mike Mully.
All true statements, though, right?
Very true.
Yeah,
very true.
It was a good time.
Mully, thanks for, let's see, Josh says anytime he wants to do a beer a hole, he'd be down. Tell Mully.
Okay. It won't be anytime soon, Josh. I wouldn't wait on that one. I'm a little too old for that. But Chandler, I'd send Chandler out there. I'll officiate that match.
All right.
There you go.
Look, if it's involving some brewskis, I'm always down.
Some brewskis and some golf. All right.
I like that nickname for Chan, though, the Fresh Prince of Pizza.
I just like the idea that his family is like the mob family in that little town.
We run the streets of Roseboro.
We got a meeting up at Vinny's later.
Yeah. Come in here.
I heard
you ain't got the mutts? Where's the mutt?
John Boy's getting whacked on his tractor. All right. Thanks, Mully.
Yeah, man. Enjoyed it.
Take a break. Come back. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Back with you after these words.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. Jeff, how can you help people with service in 2023?
We continue to offer free pickup and drop-off for the customers, and our customers' time is valuable. So we've added 3 additional Express Lube technicians to reduce wait time. That's our #1 goal for 2023. And please don't forget, we service all makes and models. We're voted #1 in Greenville by the customer. Come see us at 329 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and a multitude of advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,500 people, and we're one of the largest employers in our community and region. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. And remember, education is truly a team effort. Pitt County Schools. Live and lead.
This is Holt Nailers. I've been eating at Parker's Barbecue since I was a kid. Now, all these years later, I still love to eat at Parker's. In fact, I love it so much, I bring my entire offensive line with me. They protect me, and I look out for them with great food from Parker's Barbecue. So whether you bring the team like me or just your friends and family, the awesome barbecue, chicken, and seafood at Parker's is a win every time. Parker's Barbecue, where they always treat you like family.
This isn't your regular cola, so this isn't your regular cola ad. No beach parties or family barbecues here, just Nitro Pepsi, the first cola ever infused with nitrogen. So forget everything you thought you knew about soda, because that nitrogen gives us a whole new experience. Think an infusion of smaller bubbles for a cola that's got a lighter, smoother texture. And don't get me started on the pour. You don't pour this like any other cola. We're talking turn the can completely upside down and watch as those bubbles cascade into the glass to create a frothy, luxurious foam topping. Can your cola do that? I didn't think so. Unless you've got your own Nitro Pepsi, in which case, cheers to your great taste. Because you already know that the only thing better than the pour is the unapologetic cola taste. What else is there to say? From the creamy foam to the smooth texture to its unbelievably delicious flavor, this is cola like you've never had it before. Time to bring your taste buds to the next frontier. Nitro Pepsi. Smooth, creamy, delicious.
Are you looking for a home loan? Look no further than Amy Goss at Guild Mortgage. Since 1960, Guild Mortgage has partnered with industry professionals to close loans on time and help millions of Americans realize their dreams. Call Amy Goss at Guild Mortgage in Jacksonville, 910-389-4602. Amy Goss is licensed in Florida, Georgia, Maine, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Guild Mortgage Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS 3274. NMLSconsumeraccess.org/for licensing information. Please visit guildmortgage.com/licensing. Guild Mortgage is not affiliated with Pirate Radio.
This is Big John Williams, strength and conditioning coach for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by First Bank. Together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. Visit the First Bank location on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville for all your personal and business banking needs. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. For the latest breaking news, interesting stories, and awesome contests that can make you a winner, be sure to follow Pirate Radio on our social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at PR927FM. Join the over 61,000 followers today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Flip.
I got more details on the Aaron Rodgers 4-day retreat. Ari Mirov at My Sports Update was recapping Aaron Rodgers' appearance on the Pat McAfee show. He's going on a darkness retreat. It's 4 days, complete darkness, just himself in a little house. He quoted Rodgers saying, "I've had a number of friends who've done it, and they had profound experiences." Additional updates. Rodgers says there are 2 slots where food is dropped in. If someone can't handle the 4 days, they're allowed to leave. Oh, that's good. No music, no one else inside, just you in the darkness and your thoughts. How long could you last in this situation?
Not even a day.
No way.
Like, not even a day. I wouldn't be able to go. If I did go a day, like, good for me. But all I would be thinking about is that I have to go through this 3 more days, and I just can't do that. I will literally lose my mind.
I know, and I
lose my mind.
Yeah, you come out and just imagine how blinding that sunlight is after 4 days in the complete darkness.
Like people are different. There's people that just love to do different things. I guess Aaron Rodgers is one of those guys. And most recently, because he's been in the league for over 15 years now. Close to 20, I reckon. He has not always been this experienced. I want to experience this guy.
Yeah.
Has he?
No.
He hasn't. Like, it's been the past few years where I think he's literally going through a midlife crisis because he's literally a middle-aged man. He is old.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, like, I'm going to experience. I think he just got caught up with some friends like, hey, how are you guys doing? They're like, hey, Aaron, you want to try this?
Did he join a cult or something?
Sometimes with the way he acts, I know I've seen some podcasts with him on there, and just the way he talks, and he'll talk like this, and very soft spoken. He's possessed by some cult leader.
He could have a post-football career of a successful cult leader. He's already going to have a bunch of Packers fans and football fans.
Wearing the cheeseheads.
He's going to have other people that enjoy his choice of drug and 4-day darkness extravaganza.
Hallucinogenic drug.
He's already got kind of the look with the beard and the old gray hair in a ponytail. I could see Aaron Rodgers being a pretty successful cult leader. Redbeard says, Redbeard's seeing right through this. He says, is Rodgers going to weekend jail? And this is how he was telling everyone. Rodgers got arrested. The judge agreed to allow him to do weekend jail instead of being there during the midweek. And this is how Rodgers is covering it up. Not bad. If I ever get arrested and have to go to weekend jail, that's how I'm going to describe it.
Oh, absolutely.
Guys, I'm going away for a weekend. I'm going to be in
it's an experience.
Tight, confined place where it's just me.
I call it jail experience. Like, I'm not going to jail. I'm going to jail on purpose. I didn't do anything wrong, but I chose to sit in a jail cell for a weekend for experience, for my mind, to expand my mind.
I got to look up this word. Nathan says, is this code for Rodgers doing another? Can you give me the pronunciation on that phonetically, Nathan? Ayahuasca cleanse?
Oh, yeah, that's the drug he did last year.
Yeah, I'm going to Google that and see what this drug's all about. And how do we get our hands on some? Ayahuasca is a brew made from other words I can't pronounce. It leads to an altered level of consciousness.
This is the drug where I think he was on Joe Rogan, and he said this is the one where he felt like there was like 100 people touching him.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
There was like 100 hands on him.
Yeah. Which, why would you want that feeling?
Yeah, that's like so weird.
That would be the scariest feeling in the world.
It felt like 100 hands touching me, caressing my body.
Get me out of here, man. Aaron Rodgers. Would you want Aaron Rodgers to be your quarterback next year? I would.
It would seem like fun, right?
It would be a major upgrade from everything my team's had in the last
Same for me.
30 years.
Same for me. Yeah, why not?
Look, Aaron, I'll take you, man. We'll give you all.
We got all the Haska you want.
Ayahuasca.
We got all the Haska.
Ayahuasca. Ayahuasca.
We got all the ayahuasca you want.
Thank you, Nathan, for that. Hey, can you give me some? I want us.
Nathan, do you have some? Is this why you're such an expert at this?
DM me, Nathan. I want us to try some on the air later this week on Pirate Radio Live. Me, Shirley, and Chandler.
That would be fun.
Chandler.
To trip on a show for 3 hours.
Are you touching me? Is that your hand, Shirley?
Is your hand one of the 100 hands touching me right now? In my mind, spiritually? Let's go to the Pirate Radio Live line. I'm actually pretending I'm picking up a phone right now, and I'm talking to Brian Bailey. Brian, what's up? Pirate Radio Live line.
Wait, does anybody else hear that?
Is anybody up there?
Wait, Ted Williams? Welcome to the show, Ted.
Ted.
You were a good hitter. Hey, you got any more of that ayahuasca? I think somebody slipped some ayahuasca into my Pepsi.
We have Hank Aaron on the show. Thanks for being here, Hank.
Hammer and Hank.
Hammer and Hank.
Was it weird when that guy when you ran around second base and that guy?
There was a guy hugging you.
Came up to you.
Does it feel like I do right now? Does it feel like there was 100 hands touching you as you were trying to round third? I feel like there's 100 hands on me right now. Is that how it felt when you rounded third, when you hit that miraculous home run? You had 100 hands on you.
Oh, man. Nathan says we have to go to Central America for it. Well, dag
why can't we
nabbit.
just go to Central Pitt County to get it?
I know, or North Pitt. Just get us some drugs from North Pitt.
Oh, wow. You went there.
We'll take whatever on the corner of 8th Street. Just get us whatever.
Just get us that. It'd be fun to do a mind-altered show if we had, like, doctors and specialists on hand.
Yeah,
that
on
could
standby.
Help us out if we freaked out.
Like, how cool would it be to have, like, guests that we have on and they're not here? And have, like, a full-on show where we have guests. People can't see them. We do. And we're just talking to them.
So are they here?
In our minds, they are.
In our minds.
Yeah, right. Okay.
In our minds.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at that point, we're going to have on, like we talked about, Ted Williams, Hank Aaron. Like, I want to talk to, I don't know.
Prince.
Yeah. I mean, we might as well talk to Prince.
Michael Jackson.
Austin says ayahuasca could be the key for Clip to join body and spirit with the hippo to become Clippo.
To become one with your spirit animal.
Hey, guys. Do my hindquarters look very big all of a sudden? Hey, will one of you ride me down the hall? Shirley's losing it.
Shirley's tripping.
Shirley's
like...
Shirley, are you okay? What
Shirley,
is in that drink?
Shirley, you took way too much ayahuasca.
Oh, by the way, nobody can turn this camera on so I can spin it around.
All right.
Nobody's gotten a look at y'all today. All right, now I'm going to be...
Oh, no. This is not good.
I'm host and cameraman. Can you see? I haven't seen the video yet.
Yeah.
This is actually pretty trippy.
Actually, that's pretty neat.
Dude, it's like...
I'm so glad I'm not high right now.
Move it a little bit to your left.
Wait. It's like I'm looking at you, but it's like I'm looking at you twice.
And you can see yourself in the reflection, so we're all three in the shot. That's so cool.
Oh,
we're
that's
all
a beautiful
together.
glare.
You look like an angel that came down from heaven, like you're visiting us from heaven.
My third eye can finally see now.
You remind me of that time in the end of Happy Gilmore when they all look up at the sky and
Another
Chubbs,
Sandler movie.
and Chubbs and the alligator are up in the sky. Like Clip's up in the sky right there. Wave to Clip up in the sky.
I want to get some ayahuasca and talk to Chubbs.
Your hand. That's Chubb's hand.
All right. Thank you, Aaron Rodgers, for at least giving us this segment today.
This is a great shot, by the way. Great idea.
Steve says, how about halftime Steve? What do you mean, Steve?
What do you mean, regular Steve?
You want to be on the show? I already tried to get you on some pirate radio stuff. I tried to get him on a halftime report. He didn't want to do it.
Oh, like at the basketball game?
We need to have, like, these guys, man, it's a trip. It's like halftime Steve, his buddy.
Man.
There's like 4 or 5 other guys out there.
Guys that have been literally
older gentlemen.
Like, we talk about Jeff Charles going through the ringer of ECU basketball, but these guys have been beaten and battered.
Yeah.
Having to sit through these games like they have. And the stories they tell. And the nicknames they give these guys.
Gizmo.
Gizmo
ain't played all game.
First half.
Yeah, because, I mean, Jeff Charles does it for a living. These guys don't have to come to the games, and they choose to.
That's right. But, all right, Steve, if you want to be on, let's do a video next halftime. I want to document you guys. I want to get you out there to the people and tell a few jokes. Good joke tellers, those guys.
We need to take a break.
Mike P. said there's like 100 Clips and Chandlers and Shirleys.
You don't need 100 of me.
Let's take a break.
You want to talk about hippo thighs? That's a lot of hippo thighs.
Hey, let's pretend we are high on ayahuasca when Bryce comes in.
He'd be like,
dang. Y'all need some help. Clip. How many fingers am I holding up?
Do you need some water?
I bet we could really freak him out. He's such a caring person. Like, he would try to help us all.
Possibly. Either that or you find it wildly entertaining.
Or he'd just bounce. I would just leave. If y'all walked in and y'all were roaming around the room looking at the wall, acting crazy, I would just walk right out.
That's nice to know.
I would call
That's
somebody.
what happened on Tuesdays.
Oh, yeah.
I would call somebody.
Hey, hell, I'm too high to help them because they're too high.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. Hour 3 Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
High and deep to right field. This could be number 300, and it is for Dale Murphy.
Hey, sports fans, one of the most beloved athletes ever to play for the Atlanta Braves, Dale Murphy, is coming to Greenville on Sunday, April 2nd. Table sponsorship and ticket information to a dinner with Dale Murphy is available now at pr927fm.com. Don't miss your chance to meet a living legend and hear Dale Murphy talk about his career, leadership, resilience, integrity, and more. It's a dinner with Dale Murphy, Sunday, April 2nd. Details available now at pr927fm.com.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best. Everybody loves burgers.
With over 30 locations across North Carolina and southeastern Virginia, Quality Equipment is your local John Deere dealer, where you'll find everything you need for your next project. Our complete lineup of John Deere lawn and garden, agricultural, and commercial worksite equipment comes with years of experience, expertise, and dedication. We know what it takes to get it done right. Stop by today or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Did you know time spent outdoors can help improve your children's health and bring balance to their life? The Outdoor Heritage Advisory Council invites you to join the Patch program. This program is for any child under the age of 16 and includes activities like fishing, hunting, and hiking. These are just one of the many ways you can earn the exclusive patches from the Outdoor Heritage Council. For more information on how to sign up and get your adventure started, visit outdoorheritage.nc.gov.
Happy New Year. This is Talbot Green, and I'm excited to announce our new partnership with Integrity Home Mortgage. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans, plus construction and lot loans. Our Integrity Home Mortgage team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir offer over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
NMLS 28516, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Stephen Igo. You've heard from me plenty on Pirate Radio Live and perhaps have read some of my work on hoistthecolors.net. Now, get an extension of our in-depth coverage on the Hoist the Colors podcast. From game previews to immediate post-game analysis to emergency podcasts for breaking news, we've got you covered. A cast of guest co-hosts from fans, former coaches, and other writers join me for 2 podcasts weekly to break down all things ECU athletics. Subscribe to Hoist the Colors now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Quality Equipment is your full-service John Deere dealer with 28 locations to serve you. Quality Equipment is open in Winterville next to Sam's Club, or visit qualityequip.com to find the location near you. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. And it is that time, folks. Crank up your speakers. Here's Clip Rock and Chandler Honeycutt with their rendition of Brand New Man.
I saw the light, I was baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. I'm born to love again, I'm a brand new man.
Bryce Williams joins us. Bryce, how can you be a brand new man every week? Are you changing something about yourself each and every week?
I guess I'm trying. Maybe so. I mean, I go to the gym each day, so I guess maybe each week I've hopefully
shed a
few pounds, added some muscle.
Yeah,
something did something. I guess
we can all try to get better in many different ways each and every day.
Yeah, and and whether it's always try mentally, physically, spiritually, and something else to better yourself.
That's right.
Each day.
Bryce sat down at the table during the break and was checking out his phone and said, Aaron Rodgers going on a retreat. I was like, yep. We just talked about that in detail and kind of went off a tangent. But how about that, Bryce? Have you ever sat in a room in the dark for 4 days?
No, I feel like that's not healthy, but...
and I asked Chandler, I'll ask you, how long could you make it?
Not long.
Half a day? Like
maybe half a day, and I guess I would just sleep. I don't know. There's you gotta go into some, I guess, deep soul searching there. I mean, I'm glad he's eating, but that is odd. I wonder what made him choose 4 days.
I don't know. He said that he had talked to people who I gotta find it again. Speaking of wackadoodles, Kyrie Irving had a press conference a moment ago. Aaron Rodgers said, I've had a number of friends who have done it, and they had profound experiences. AKA, people in my cult have also done this.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like no food, no phone, nothing. But like,
I guess you got a turlet.
Yeah,
and
a toilet, and I guess my thing is he's not seeing any form of light. Like when they bring food and water, is there like two different doors? Like they put it in, close it, and then he opens another one? Or it's like, I wonder
I see what you're saying.
If it's so he can't see any light, that might throw off his whole little thing he's got going off.
Right. If it's just one wall and you put the food in, you could see sun shining in from the outside.
It might throw off his whole. He may come out even crazy.
I thought about just the experience of being in the dark for 4 days, coming out and seeing the sunlight, and it would blind you. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't think it's good for your skin as far as the melatonin that you get from sunlight.
He needs to talk to you, I think, before he does this.
I know. And I'd like to see, is he setting up his room? Like, is it it's almost like a Mr. Beast video.
Yeah.
Professional quarterback spends 4 days in the dark.
Say, hey, Aaron, how about a 4-day hunting trip or fishing?
With no.
Because when you're out on the boat or out in the stand, you probably are inside your own thoughts.
Yeah, you're pondering. You don't. I mean, I'd like to leave my phone maybe one day, but and really just be in one with nature's only quietness. But I haven't done that. But yeah, I mean, you're pretty relaxed and no distractions when you're out fishing or hunting. You could probably try that. It'd be a lot more normal, I would think, but that's just me.
Have you ever met him in passing at all? No. I wanted to ask you about this. Holt Naylor talked about this earlier. Saw a tweet from Ryan Fowler about the teams he has met with, and I contacted Holton just to confirm it before we started talking about it. But he said that he has met with the Packers 3 times.
Yeah.
They're looking for guys that aren't going on 4-day retreats. Although having said all that, I asked Chandler, I asked myself, would I want Rodgers to be with my team next year? The answer is yes, because Washington hadn't had a good quarterback in ever.
Yeah.
So I would take his crazy tail in a heartbeat. Mike P. has a thought. He said, do you think being in the dark for so long will make him want to go to the Raiders? The black hole. His old teammate, Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
They need a quarterback.
That's true.
This is all a setup. This is all in the script. But Holton Ahlers has met with the Packers multiple times. Also the Cowboys, Seahawks, Chargers, Browns, Jets more than once. Steelers, Panthers, and Giants as well. So he's met with a number of teams, some multiple times.
And he's flying. I mean, if he's meeting with them, then I'm assuming he's either going there or some guys are, because sometimes they'll come to you.
Yeah, he's been in those All-Star games.
Yeah.
So
I'm
would
saying,
that count?
I mean, I'm thinking he's talking about meetings as far as like outside of those. Like during this whole prep for, the draft and everything like that. Like if he's going to all these places, I forgot what the top 30 visit. It might be like top 30 visits they call it. And if he's going to that many, that's a pretty good sign. Because obviously they're only allowed, I think, to meet with so many players.
So it's like college. You can have like official visits.
Oh yeah, official visits. And so with that, or if they're coming here, that's a good sign to maybe work them out or whatever you might be doing. But I mean, that's great if he's meeting with those guys, even outside of where he has in the MVP or the All-Star game. So,
do you remember, Bryce, February of 2016? How many meetings did you have with teams?
I really didn't have too many. I had the workout with the Patriots. They came work me out. Nick Casario came to work me out. And
where at?
Here at ECU.
Okay.
Yep. And so I had to work out there. And then I was going to go meet with the Rams, like go fly out. They were like, hey, yada, yada, yada. They need to get your stuff. Here's your flight ticket, da, 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 and like go fly out to LA the next morning. I found out at like 3 p.m. the day before and was getting ready to do that. And then they call me and say, or my agent calls me and says, well, they've been in I guess going back and forth of pulling you in to meet with you or Jared Goff or Carson Wentz, and they ended up, I guess, canceling my meeting to meet with Jared Goff, and I was like, well, okay. Darn it.
It's man, we are so loyal as fans. Like I'm speaking about myself, Chandler with his Panthers, but you get old and you realize like it's a business like anything, and there's no loyalty with the team to you. And if you're a good player, sometimes you lose your lack of loyalty to that team because you want more money and will go to another team for that. Right. So like every side you look on, it's kind of ugly, but it's the way life works, I guess. It's the way it is. It's a lot more enjoyable when you don't know the ins and outs of things. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like when you kind of forget there was real people not getting opportunities, losing jobs.
Yeah.
I just like to wear my team shirt,
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, behind the scenes of all that mess is kind of I guess not really it's just business, I guess is the best way to put it. I mean, I'd be loyal to whatever team I'm on, and then as soon as I get released, it's like, all right, peace out. Whoever's next, I'll go there, and you just kind of bounce around.
Yeah.
Like a drifter.
We had, by the way, Josh Hawkins told me to tell you hello. Had him on the show recently.
Hey, buddy.
And I was talking about a guy that understands the business of football. Josh, since leaving East Carolina, and I don't know if he was looking at his Wikipedia page when I talked to him, but I said, Josh, just kind of catch us up on what you've been up to. Yeah. And he literally named everywhere he had been. So he played with the Packers in the NFL.
Yeah.
Was on the Panthers, and then had kind of some practice squad preseason stuff with the Chiefs, Eagles, Falcons, Panthers, Lions. Between that, played for the Dallas Renegades in the XFL. Now is part currently of the Arlington Renegades, about to get his season going. So he was in Texas getting ready for the season. But, you're chasing a dream, and I asked him about it, playing in Lambeau. He said, that was the dream. I actually got to live it. It was amazing. Yeah. And, by the way, Josh is in a TV show on Hulu. Them Fools, Them Boys.
That Fool or something?
That Fool, something. But I looked it up. He's a bartender. No, he's
neighbor number one.
Neighborhood guy number one. So he's doing that stuff. He said Bob Stoops called him and said they needed a corner on their team. And he said, you called the right guy. Josh has got a great personality. He's going to be good in Hollywood or acting or whatever.
Yeah, he is everywhere.
And so he was doing that, trying to get into acting and stuff, and they called him, so he's going to do some XFL. But my point is, I mean, just look at the number of organizations he's been with, and he's only played a handful of games.
Yeah.
But it just kind of shows the business of it.
Yeah, but he definitely has things going out for him outside of football too, like the whole acting. He writes songs, rap. I mean, he's I guess is it a star personality or whatever? I guess that's the term.
Put your hands in enough pots and one of them will boil or heat up or something, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, Bryce, Super Bowl 57 coming up. Chiefs and Eagles. ECU ties, Linville Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
Gardner Minshew, if you want to count him.
Yeah.
Was Gardner here when you were here? Or was that after?
That's after.
All right.
After my time.
Who you think is going to win, and who do you want to win? Two different questions.
I mean, I'd like to think Eagles will win, and I want Eagles to win. I'm just kind of over the Chiefs. I don't know.
Chief fatigue.
Yeah.
I've heard that from other people.
I think I want to go Eagles. This is who I'm going through. And obviously with the ECU tie, I don't have any. Well, I have like that one slight, a little bit connection with the Chiefs with Butker. But other than that, no. So
Chiefs do have a Greenville fella on the team, not on the active roster, Cornell Powell, who went to J.H. Rose, played at Clemson. But he is injured and I don't believe will be on the active roster for the Super Bowl. I did see they activated Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who had been out. So they add another weapon in the backfield. But should be a fun game. You got two great quarterbacks. You also have, I think, two. It's kind of weird, Bryce, because you've got the Eagles with one of the best offensive line, but both of these teams have a high number of sacks. So could be, with all the weapons, you got to think there's going to be points. There also could be some points had defensively if they're able to get at. I mean, Mahomes likes to hold on to the ball, try to escape, and that could lead to amazing plays. It could also lead to negative plays. And then Jalen Hurts back there running around. So I don't know. How about from a point total standpoint? It's around like 51, 52.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad because, I mean, most of the time, a few have had several Super Bowls where it's like 10-3 or like just really
You had the Rams and was it Patriots that was real low scoring years ago?
I mean, I'd like some excitement, so I'm glad that the point spread is in the 50s. So that's should make for an exciting game. Also we got two very athletic and talented quarterbacks that like to make crazy things happen rather than just sitting in the pocket. So I'm interested to see what Jalen Hurts and obviously Patrick Mahomes make happen as far as big plays. So I'm glad for that.
Miles Sanders had over 1,200 rushing yards this year. I think the stat was like, this will be the first time in 5, 6, 7 years that a Super Bowl champion could have a 1,000-yard rusher on the roster, which is kind of crazy to think about. It just shows you how much this game has gone to passing and how much running backs, and there are some elite ones, but they've become kind of a dime a dozen. If a guy gets banged up, you bring in the next guy, he starts running, and that's the way it is.
Oh, yeah.
Who led the league in rushing yards this year, Chandler?
It wasn't Derrick Henry again, was it?
Derrick Henry was second behind this AFC West running back.
Cam Akers?
Well, he's in the NFC, and he didn't play a lot.
Oh.
And
not Cam Akers. Eckler. Austin Eckler?
Oh, nah, not Austin Eckler. It's crazy because this guy, we were talking about him going into the season, which is why you shouldn't pay too much attention to the preseason one way or the other. It was like the second half of the Hall of Fame game, and he was getting carries.
Oh, Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs, yes. Remember that?
Yes.
And we were like, wow.
Well, why is he playing in the third quarter?
Is he even going to make the team? Like, what is going on? And then he goes out and leads the league in rushing.
Wow.
Almost 1,700 yards.
Well, my thing is the thing, I guess ATT is attempts.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of looking at averages here. I mean, he's had over 100 more attempts. So it's like you think Christian McCaffrey, if he had 100 more attempts, would lead. You know, and then 1,100 at 160, and that's a quarterback.
Yeah, Justin Fields had the best average.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if McCaffrey would have got 100 more carries, he would have definitely got it. Travis Etienne.
Etienne, I mean, damn.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be in the thousands.
And I feel like a lot of running backs, too, nowadays are turning more into receivers out of the backfield.
Like Austin Eckler, who you mentioned.
Yeah.
All right, Super Bowl. What's on your menu? What y'all going to eat?
I don't know. So we will be headed skiing Saturday. So we'll be at the at Snowshoe for the Super Bowl. So I don't know. I'd like to have some type of Super Bowl food. You know, like a pigs in a blanket or Velveeta dip or things like that.
Good old apps, finger foods.
Yeah. Wings.
Oh, yeah. You like that crock pot hamburger dip with the cheese.
Sunday.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully.
Are y'all a big fan of potato chip dip?
Oh, well.
What kind of dip?
I like French onion.
I like French onion, but that's kind of basic.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
My mom makes this potato chip dip where I don't even know what it is.
Potato chip dip.
Well, I
It's
can't.
like cream cheese
I can't
and-
comment on it.
Well, you need to ask your mom what the rest of the ingredients are, so I know what more to talk
I need to
about.
ask her.
If
Maybe I can have an answer by the end of the day.
Yeah, because I need to know if I like it either.
I like that he brought it up as if everyone in the world knew potato chip dip.
Yeah, and
That's what she says. I got potato chip dip, and I'm like, oh, cool.
I know, but like it's specific to your family.
Yeah.
Not everybody makes the same dip.
Potato chip dip.
Let me see how she makes it.
Yeah, we
Pretty
need to
good
get
stuff.
some ingredients, and I'll let you know if I'm going to like it or not.
Get back with us. Let's take a break. We'll come back. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. We'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors. Have more with Bryce Williams when we return after these words.
Hey, Troy D here with my good friend Kelvin Rawls from Pest Tech. Kelvin, I just want to thank you and Chris and all the great folks at Pest Tech for such awesome service. You totally eliminated the mosquitoes in my backyard, plus the fire ant problem I was having in the yard.
Hey, you're certainly welcome, Troy. I have heard the same thing from all of our customers. With everyone being home, they want to enjoy the outside and being mosquito, fire ant, and pest free.
Enjoy all your property from the kitchen to the curb. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com today for complete service.
Jeff Stein, our special guest from Brown & Wood. Hey, Jeff, electric cars are coming. What's that mean for Brown & Wood customers?
For the customers, like it or not, EV is coming. We've installed 5 electric vehicle chargers here at the dealership. We have the all-new Cadillac Lyriq coming at 1st of 2024, and we've just seen the first reservation for the new Sierra EV.
People are interested in electric vehicles. How can they get up with you?
They can visit us at brownandwood.net or 329 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Happy New Year. This is Talbot Green, and I'm excited to announce our new partnership with Integrity Home Mortgage. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans, plus construction and lot loans. Our Integrity Home Mortgage team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir offer over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
NMLS 28516, Equal Housing Lender.
Did you know Jersey Mike's Subs freshly slices the meat right in front of you? It's a Jersey Mike's thing. And did you know I, Danny DeVito, am disqualified from being named World's Sexiest Man?
The first statement about fresh slicing at Jersey Mike's is true, but Mr. DeVito's second statement is false and not endorsed by Jersey Mike's.
I endorse it.
Jersey Mike's does not.
I do.
We don't.
Do.
Don't.
Do.
Do not.
Do. Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Hey, Pirate fans, this is Coach Mike Schwartz. The physicians at Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center have been caring for our athletes at ECU for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care, physical therapy, and diagnostic testing. They also provide urgent orthopedic care on the weekends. For experienced and professional services, call the folks at Orthopedics East at 757-2663 or visit them online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Greenville's newest sports bar is officially open. Coco's Sports Bar, located in the old Professor O'Cool's location right off of Greenville Boulevard, has daily specials, including $2.50 aluminum bottles on Tuesdays and $1 wings on Wednesdays. Along with their great food, Coco's has great entertainment for you and the crew to enjoy with karaoke on Thursdays, a live DJ on Fridays, and live music every Saturday night. Check out Coco's Sports Bar on Facebook for the latest information on menu items, drink and lunch specials, and more. Go Pirates!
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. UniversitySportswearENC.com is your one-stop shop for all promotional products for your business. With over 1 million items to shop from, UniversitySportswearENC.com offers high-quality products at prices to fit any budget. Visit UniversitySportswearENC.com for contact information and to get shopping. UniversitySportswearENC.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio.
Do you suffer from chronic aches, pains, or muscle tightness? Hey, I'm Jordan Mikesell with Bodies in Balance in Greenville. With degrees in physical, occupational, and massage therapy and certifications in stretching and flexibility, we know how stretching and massage can bring long-term results so you can live a pain-free and healthy life. Continue enjoying the activities you love by calling or texting 252-916-4530 to schedule your first stretch consultation or massage today. For more info, visit bodiesinbalance.com so you can start living an active life today.
This is Josh Moylan, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Hey, Pirate Nation. Integrity Home Mortgage is here. If you're looking to purchase a home, contact Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir today. The Integrity Home Mortgage team offers over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve before, during, and after your real estate transaction. To get started, contact Talbot Green, Braxton Green, or Joanne Weir. Integrity Home Mortgage, Pirates supporting Pirates. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. Bryce Williams here. We'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors. We'll make you a winner. Open up the booty bag. I want to play, can we play that game we played last week again? And it's like Name That Tune, but I think we're going to call it Name That Teen.
Teen.
Even though it has nothing to do with naming a tune.
Name that teen. You gotta be a teen with a teen.
I'm going to throw out a category and how many potential answers there are to start with. And you guys dwindle it down. You can say, I can name it in 20, or you can say, name that blank. Everybody get it? Understand?
Mm-hmm. I understand.
All right. Well, Shirley, we're going to start with you.
Uh-oh.
Your category is music. And I'm going to name songs by an artist, starting with the least popular, going to most popular. And we'll start at, we'll say 12.
Okay.
So you can say...
I can name that in 8.
All right. Chandler has left. Hey, Chandler's back.
I have to plug my phone up.
Chandler, can you name it in 7? Or would you like Shirley to name it?
Name it in 6. Wait, who am I telling that to? Is it Bryce?
You decide how many you can name it in.
Yeah. She said 7.
No, I said 8.
You said 8.
I can name it in 7.
There you go, Chandler. Bryce.
I'm going 5.
Wow.
Wow.
Shirley.
4.
Wow.
Dang. Name that artist.
All right. Your 4 songs.
So I have to name the artist, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Are He Ain't Worth Missing.
Uh-huh.
That's the first song. Who's That Man?
Okay.
Wish I Didn't Know Now. Great song. And now I feel like I should give out. You pick the next one, Bryce.
Wait.
What'd you say?
So your song, Shirley, and you got one more.
Okay.
You got one more. I've given you
3.
I've given you He Ain't Worth Missing, Who's That Man, Wish I Didn't Know Now. And now,
Toby Keith.
didn't even need the fourth. There you go. Very good.
What
Shirley.
would have been the fourth one you would have gone?
I don't know. I probably would have gone something more.
That one I feel like would have given it.
I know. I feel like they all would have given it away. Maybe like
Who's Your Daddy?
Yeah.
Who's Your Daddy?
But man, those three that I named.
Yeah, I was kind of.
I love some '90s Toby Keith.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he was great in the '90s.
I wish I didn't know now what I didn't know then.
There's one called That Ain't My Truck, I think.
That's
I think.
Who's That Man? Maybe.
That ain't my truck. I think it's a different.
Oh, it might be.
Is that different?
Mm-hmm.
Because oh no, Who's That Man running my line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is That Ain't My Truck a different song?
It's a different.
Yeah, because
but it's like the same damn song.
It's pretty much.
He's got another man at his house.
That ain't my truck in the driveway.
Yeah.
Red Solo Cup.
All right.
Ah, that's a classic. I love that song.
Red Solo
Good job,
Cup.
Shirley, and good job, y'all, for playing the proper way.
Yes.
All right, this time I'm going to name college nicknames.
Ooh.
Nickname.
And you're going to tell me the conference these teams play in.
Nickname.
Okay.
And I'm going to start as in like East Carolina is Pirates, like mascot.
Oh,
Okay, mascots. Okay, gotcha. I got you.
But people get confused by that. But like, I'm not going to name mascots because that would be Petey. It's a nickname. Pirates. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 is the number you can start with, Chandler.
I'll jump down to 8.
All right.
6.
Shirley.
You got
God. Name those conferences.
All right. So you got
Wait,
6.
conferences or conference?
No, just one conference.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
All right, Bryce. The problem is, I don't know how well you know conferences because again, these are basketball. These are.
Oh, I keep thinking it's football. I literally keep thinking.
Well, no, I mean it's football as well.
And that's.
Well, he's trying to make it hard.
Bryce, if you miss this, you're gonna have to take a picture like Tom Brady did in your underwear. Yep, those are the rules. All right, what's your number? 6.
I think it was 6.
All right. Red Wolves, Bobcats, Jaguars, Trojans.
I can picture the schools.
Mountaineers.
Oh, that's that. Yeah. Oh, that's
Golden Eagles.
That's got to be Sunbelt.
Bang!
Whoa!
Nice.
Well
Nice.
done.
Good work
The
there.
Red Wolves is Arkansas.
Arkansas State.
Arkansas State. Yeah, Ohio. Bobcats should be Ohio.
Texas State.
Oh,
Ohio's
well.
in the MAC.
Oh, well.
You got Mountaineers.
At least
Did you get Trojans?
That's Troy, right?
Yeah.
Troy.
Yeah. Well done, man.
Yeah.
Golden Eagles, Southern
Yeah.
Miss. All right.
There we go.
See, I mean, I knew you would know the school. Like if I said Raging Cajuns, you would know that's Louisiana.
Yeah.
Do you remember there in the Sun Belt?
I think, yeah,
Yeah.
I would have known.
All
Yeah.
right.
And then the
Attaboy.
Mountaineers obviously solidified that
Yep.
a little bit.
I didn't want to give you the herd. Although
Yeah.
schools change conferences so much, Marshall's kind of new to the Sun Belt
Yeah.
from Conference USA. All right. We go to film and television. I'm going to
I'm
name.
gonna be really good at this.
I'm going to name. This is going to be tough for me. I'm going to name movies. You're going to tell me the actor that was in these movies. We'll start it at like 12. And we start with Shirley. Wait. We start.
No, start with Chandler because did
start with
you
me.
start with Chandler or
Started with me last time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Start with.
So it'd be Bryce.
No, it'd be you.
Oh, okay. 7.
Dang.
So well.
I'll go 6.
Ooh.
Oh, God. You know, I'm not good with.
I'm not either.
Nah, I'm going to go name that tune.
All right, name that team.
Name that team. I mean, I want to do it anyway.
All right, so you got 6.
6 to name.
The actor in the movie.
Name the actor.
All right.
All right. We're going to start with.
Who are we going with? Him?
I'm going to start with Bowfinger.
Never heard of her.
Gothica.
Never heard of
It's
them.
a good movie. Zodiac.
Ooh.
Oh, how's that? Like who? What?
Sherlock Holmes.
Ooh. The newest one?
2011. Well, 2009.
So the more recent ones.
Yeah.
Your next movie is Sherlock Holmes: A Game of Shadows, 2011.
Is it?
Now I got one more.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta be probably that one or that one may.
Doolittle.
Is it Robert Downey Jr.?
Man!
Hey, that's good. Wow.
Booyah, baby.
Very
That's
good.
impressive.
Oh, I forgot he was in Doolittle.
Well, see,
I was
that's
like,
where I got
Sherlock-
confused because Sherlock Holmes, that's where I was like, all right, it's got to be Robert
Well, I
Downey
was
Jr.
like, it's either Sherlock. I mean, it's either Robert Downey Jr. or Jude Law.
I should have
And
said
I was thinking it was
Tropic
one of the two.
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I left out all of the Iron Man,
Yeah.
Captain America.
That would have been too
stuff.
easy.
Yeah. Good job, Chandler. Everybody's won so far.
Woo-hoo!
And now we break the tie. We got one more.
Uh-oh.
One more.
One more, baby.
All right. This time I'm going to name cities. The most populated cities in a state. You have to name that state.
Oh, boy.
So we'll start with...
Decent at geography, man.
we'll start with... I don't know. Who's up?
It's me. She just
You
started.
just went. So it's a Bryce.
Well, you started
You
with
started
me.
with her, though, the last time.
I know, but we finished with you the last time.
Oh, so it's now Bryce.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Bryce, we'll start it at we'll start at 15.
I mean, I feel like the most.
He's really good with geographicals, though.
Most populated cities, right?
Most populated.
I mean, I feel like that's
Most populated cities in the state. You have
According
name
to
that state.
blankdemographics.com, the
In the
blank being
state.
the name of the state. These are the cities by population in order.
And I'm naming the state.
You're going to name the state after I reel off the cities. But again, I'm going to go from bottom to top. So
We're at 15. I'm gonna go 10.
all right, Shirley.
5.
Whoa.
Down.
Whoa.
Yikes.
I'm going to go 4.
There's no way. I mean, I wanted to take a gander, take a shot at this one, but you know what? Y'all, I mean, there's no telling what Clip's gonna pull out this thing. So I'm going.
I think I screwed up here a little bit. Nah,
I don't know.
Give it to
Cause
me.
you gotta pick any state, right?
no, y'all got to choose the number.
I want to name
so-
that team.
All right, you want me to name it?
I'm gonna say name that thing.
I'm going
All
to
right.
name it, boy.
We're
'Cause, I mean, you
going.
don't know what state you just chose.
All right, you got 4 here.
I mean, you don't know. I have no idea. I'm glad I'm not.
Because you don't even know what state you done chose.
I don't even know what state these are. Actually, that may give it away, but we're not.
We ain't going there, buddy. That's too high on the list.
Oh, it is.
We're starting
from the
here.
Bottom.
All right, your cities are Lower Paxton, Mill Creek Township, Bristol Township,
Jeez.
and Bethlehem City. Name that
Oh,
state.
I know it.
Let me. Are we in? We're in.
Connecticut.
That is incorrect.
No. Oh, I didn't even know we were there. I saw that and thought we were in that other place.
All right, I'm gonna keep. So Shirley, you think you know it? Don't say
I
it.
think I know it.
Well, let's see how long it takes Chandler, because Bryce just saw it. Lancaster City,
Let's just see how many it takes. We're at 5.
I already know it.
Abington, Abington, Bensalem, Bensalem,
Bensalem, maybe?
Bensalem, Lower Marion.
Oh, that's where Kobe Bryant's from. Lower Marion High School. Where's he
I
Uh,
from?
didn't know that, but
Yep, had the jersey.
fun fact.
How about Scranton?
Oh, this is Philly. So he's from Philly.
Yeah,
It's Pennsylvania.
it is Pennsylvania.
As soon as you said Lancaster City, I was like, that's PA.
That's like they do.
Yeah, Lancaster.
I would have needed probably all 14. So
You didn't know
Because I
you
think
said Scranton?
Lancaster
I was
City.
thinking Scranton, Ohio, but I think that's
Lower Marion High School.
Is it Scranton, Ohio? No, Canton. Canton. I don't know. Is there a Scranton?
There is a Scranton is the
It's
Hall
in
of Fame.
Delaware.
That's in Delaware.
Canton is in
Yes, but there is a Scranton in Delaware
Oh, I'm way off.
where Joe Biden grew up.
You know, I didn't even see
Scranton.
Lower Marion.
Oh,
If I'd have got to that one, you might have got there.
Man, I was thinking Michigan.
I was
Erie.
thinking.
Erie.
I was thinking in PA, Lancaster. What they say it?
Lancaster.
Yeah.
Remember there was a show
There's
called
like a population of Amish in that area.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's where I've heard that name before.
Do you remember Erie, Indiana, Shirley?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is Erie, Pennsylvania. So there you go. That has been Name That Tune.
Jeez.
Everybody got a dub. Well
Nice.
done. Well done. All right, let's open up the booty bag and make somebody out there pick up a dub.
You know what else is somebody's going to pick up a dub on Thursday?
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Could it be me? Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
We're going to play Name That Sound again on Thursday?
Why, yes,
that
we
game
are.
is sweeping the nation. You need to tune into that, Bryce. It's a lot of fun. What caller are we looking for?
Well, first of all, what are we giving away today?
I don't want to know that. I want to know what caller.
I'm going to go with caller 12.
All right, what are we giving away?
A $15 gift card to AJ's.
AJ McMurphy's?
See you there tomorrow.
Yes,
McMurphy.
Buffalo chicken wrap, folks.
Ooh, that sounds
If you haven't had it, you need to try.
Have you? So you
Their
hopped
buffalo
on-
chicken pizza is pretty good too. Like their flatbread.
Mm-hmm.
So you went through a phase there of the chicken Philly.
Yeah.
Now you're on the buffalo chicken wrap.
Check this out, Chandler. Sometimes I'll get the chicken Philly and I'll get a side of buffalo.
Stop it.
Yep.
Stop
I'll do
it
I'll-
right
I'll-
there. You went there?
I'll do it.
Does the buffalo
my
chicken wrap tasty there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Big time.
We'll take all right, we'll take our caller, we'll take our break, we'll come back, and we'll do more of this, after that.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank that's in your corner when you need them. This is Chris Richards from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Ashley Capps, Bonner Latham, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business, come and see one of our experienced team members at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. Member FDIC.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Papa John's just flipped pizza night on its head. This is the new crispy Parm pizza, and it puts toasted Parmesan where it's never been before, on the bottom. Introducing the crispy Parm pizza, only from Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates! Your vehicle is a big part of your life. That's why you should trust the team at Greenville Auto World for all your vehicle needs. Greenville Auto World believes in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right. Visit greenvilleautoworld.net to see their fully stocked inventory of SUVs, trucks, and cars. Need a lift kit, custom rims, or wheels? Greenville Auto World can upgrade your vehicle today. For sales or service, visit Greenville Auto World on Highway 43 in Greenville. Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear,
Warren's hot dogs.
then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for only $6.25 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty and SD Harris Properties, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville, do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers. UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Hey everybody, this is David Glenn, and you're listening to my favorite station in Eastern North Carolina, Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations available by calling 752-1406 or visiting beautybarmedispa.com. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. And congratulations to Steve Hill of Greenville. Picked up the $15 gift card courtesy of AJ's, the best place in Greenville to unwind after work and have fun is AJ's. AJ's has daily food and drink specials and an awesome patio. And there's something for everyone every weeknight, including sports trivia with our very own Clip Brock on Wednesday nights. AJ's has live music every Friday and Saturday with no cover and brunch every Sunday. Make today an AJ's day. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Looking forward to some sports trivia Wednesday night. We'll do some Super Bowl trivia, so come out and celebrate the Super Bowl week with us. Wednesday, 8 o'clock at AJ McMurphy's. We'll be watching some hoops there as well. And if you're looking for the biggest Super Bowl party in town, check out the Buccaneer Music Hall. They're having the biggest Super Bowl party of the year this Sunday. Join the fun at the Buck with the biggest 4K screen in Greenville, along with 15 more big screens. The Buck will be having giveaways all day and all night with food and the coldest beer in Eastern North Carolina. Get bucked up. Super Bowl partying at the Buccaneer Music Hall this Sunday. And Chandler, we will look at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, also presented by Dubuck. Great night of college hoops tonight. We will talk to Corey Glore coming up on the show on a Wednesday. Tonight, he'll be on the call as the Green Wave take on Cincinnati. So that's a good one there. That's ECU's next two opponents. If you want to do some scouting, you can check that one out coming up tonight. Tipping off at 6:30. Big East game and Big Ten game. Marquette is at UConn, Rutgers at Indiana. So two, potential seeding matchups there for the NCAA tournament coming up at 6:30. State is in the top 25. They are at Virginia tonight. Good one, 9 o'clock on the ACC network. In the Big 12, Bryce, the two purple teams in the Big 12 play. Who are they?
In the Big 12, I'm going K-State.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
One more.
Yep.
All it is one.
Come on.
They're
just one.
purple.
K-State.
They wear purple.
Come on.
And
come on now. You got it.
Golly.
You're right there. Come on. Come on.
God
Purple team.
bless.
3 letters.
TCU.
You've got it. Damn straight. Damn straight, boy.
My little guys on my shoulder.
A little cowboy on your shoulder.
K-State TCU top 25 matchup going on tonight. North Carolina will be at Wake Forest coming up at 7 o'clock. All that going on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck.
And by the way, Clip, I have a request. Can you look up where UTEP's playing tonight?
No, Gary. We're not going to do that.
Please, if you don't mind.
Gary. It's not right now. Gary, shouldn't you be in...
I'm not allowed to say their update on the scoreboard anymore.
I guess the game's at 9. You can probably get to Charlottesville by then. You better go ahead and leave, though. Probably want to get there a little early.
I'll probably get there right now.
Okay, all right. See you, Gary. Woo Pig Suey, Arkansas at Kentucky tonight.
Woo Pig Suey.
Great night of college hoops coming up tonight on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. All right, Bryce, let's talk outdoors and what you've been up to this week.
Well, so, obviously the prop of your boat is a big, it has a lot of importance on fuel efficiency, speed, and everything like that, right? So, got to spend the weekend, Saturday, testing our new prop. I had a 3-blade prop. Now I've gone to a 4-blade, and just kind of testing it out, seeing how much more efficient it is, what my top speed can be, things like that. So I got to do that Saturday in the freezing cold in Blunt's Creek, and it was super cold. So I got to play around on that Saturday. Tried to fish it a little bit, but I just wasn't having it. It was too cold. And so did that Saturday. Well, then Sunday it laid out, and I was like, well, I can test the prop and I can fish. So I pretty much fished most of the morning Sunday with an unfortunate goose egg with the fishing. So that was unfortunate for sure, but I did get to run the boat from about Washington all the way to Blunt's Creek. So that was a good run, and it was slick as can be out there, and test the prop. And I guess news with the prop. I mean, I feel like it may be the one I want to go with, so that my boat is more efficient, my whole shot's a lot quicker. So I'm gonna play around a little bit, but I am leaning towards this 4-blade over the 3-blade. Top end doesn't seem to be quite as well as good as it was with 3-blade, but so I guess a lot of testing this weekend, and attempts of catching some fish.
NASCAR, the cars were back on the track for an exhibition this past weekend. Sounds like just reminded me of that, doing a lot of testing, different parts.
Yeah. Oh, it's
figuring out what operates the best.
Oh yeah, and it's not just, hey, let me run this boat and it's full throttle until it happens. I mean, you got to play with where it sits with the trim of your motor, how high your jack plate is, your throttle position, to see where you're most efficient. So it's, I would say I'd compare it to NASCAR. A lot of fine tuning.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah.
As far as hunting, we're down to the smaller animals.
We are.
What'd you say? Squirrel,
rabbit. There is actually a few days left of goose hunting. But I probably won't end up making any hunts this week. So it's squirrel and rabbit, but then again, I don't even know if I'm going to bother with that. So I may just be transitioning to just fishing more and or shooting guns and stuff like that. So, or prepping in the woods for deer hunting.
My wife said she saw one of these, and this is a Google image, not a picture she took.
Oh.
But said it came out in the road because there was no fog. She thinks this, but one of these big old
crane.
Yeah, one of them big boys.
Oh, that's a white heron.
A white heron.
White heron rather than a blue heron.
It's a long neck. Also, my dad, and I sent you that text.
Yeah.
So
find out what it was.
I don't know. I didn't ask him next time I saw him, but so he said it was. So there's a field, and he said there's like an old ratty tree. It's not like even a big tree or anything. But someone or something, some animal, has collected a whole bunch of pecans and just put them. I brought them to that area, and there was a big old giant pile of them. And he said, "Hey, ask Bryce what did this."
Yeah.
And I don't know.
That's funny. I know squirrels and stuff, obviously berry nuts, but like to hoard a pile of pecans, I've never heard of it, but it's smart. I guess he's getting ready for the cold winter or something. I don't know.
But that's not a good hiding spot.
Right, it's not a good hiding spot. It's like take them up your tree or something.
But what if it's a big animal that doesn't climb a tree?
I'm going to have to hit the phone books on this one.
All right, let me
figure it out.
Yeah, you go. It's a new segment, Bryce's Outdoor Mysteries.
Yeah.
We figure out what's going on out there. All right, let's take our final break. We'll come back, get ready to wrap it up with Bryce Williams on a Tuesday. Back with you after these words.
Well hit to center. Let's watch that one. How far will it go? Wow, Murphy.
Hey, baseball fans, when's the last time you met a 2-time National League MVP and a 7-time Major League Baseball All-Star? Well, your chance is now, as Pirate Radio is bringing Dale Murphy, legendary Atlanta Brave, to Greenville on Sunday, April 2nd. Table sponsorships and ticket information's online now at pr927fm.com. Don't miss your chance to meet a living legend and hear Dale Murphy talk about his career, leadership, and there'll be a question and answer session. It's Dinner with Dale Murphy, Sunday, April 2nd. Details online now at pr927fm.com.
Flight by Yuengling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yuengling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yuengling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yuengling & Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Great. It's 30 degrees in here. This is going to be a cold night.
No one's coming out this late.
I'm on firewood.
Dad! I'll put hot coals in our socks for bedtime. Mom!
Hi, I'm from Delcor Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Got an email about your heat being out?
That was me. I sent it from my phone.
I think your socks are on fire.
Ah!
Call Delcor today to get a new system installed for less than $100 a month. Offer expires soon. Go to delcorinc.com. Monthly fee based on new system financing is 9.9% APR for 120 months. Call Delcor for details.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for only $6.25 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates! Are you looking for a home loan? Look no further than Amy Goss at Guild Mortgage. Since 1960, Guild Mortgage has partnered with industry professionals to close loans on time and help millions of Americans realize their dreams. Call Amy Goss at Guild Mortgage in Jacksonville, 910-389-4602. Amy Goss is licensed in Florida, Georgia, Maine, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Guild Mortgage Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS 3274. NMLSconsumeraccess.org/for licensing information. Please visit guildmortgage.com/licensing. Guild Mortgage is not affiliated with Pirate Radio.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. PIP, where business goes to grow.
For years, Callie Ann Phelps has been singing about Phelps Chevrolet.
Phelps Chevrolet is the one for you. Low prices, service too. See the big dealer right away. Carolina's finest, Phelps Chevrolet.
And you'll agree with what Skylar Phelps has to say.
Nobody beats Phelps Chevrolet's prices. Nobody.
The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Hey, I'm Holt Nailers. No one knows better than me how important it is as a quarterback to have protection on the field to be successful. My frontline team is critical to my success. For your frontline insurance protection, you need the team at Buck Insurance Agency. Buck Insurance Agency is your local team and have been helping customers like you for over 30 years with their insurance needs. When you need insurance protection, you'll get the whole team with Brian Buck and his staff. Call toll-free at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
What's up? This is Bryce World, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
It was a good day for the Dow. It was up 265 points and closed at 34,156. NASDAQ was ahead 226 at 12,113. S&P was also up 52 points at 4,164. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors LLC, member SIPC. Now back to you, Clip.
All right. I got a lot of 90s country to listen to. That's all me and Bryce have been talking about during the breaks.
Me and Clip are fired up.
Favorite songs, favorite artists. And just so many great names.
Great memory of lawnmowers.
I was telling Bryce about mowing the grass, listening to She Used to Be Mine by Brooks and Dunn. For no, particular reason, but Bryce painted a scenario where, the neighbor girl's in the yard with her new boyfriend, and I'm cutting the grass.
Man, you're 10 years old. I mean, it was perfect.
I got a tear going down.
I was thinking,
as the blades of grass hit your face.
I just ran over the water hose again. My dad's cussing me out. But I can't hear him cussing me.
That's right.
You hit a rock and it hits your dad's truck's windshield.
Yeah.
All I'm listening to is Brooks and Dunn. She used to be mine.
I was thinking One Last Chance by Vince Gill, where the wife takes away the car keys and he decides he's going to go to the bar on a John Deere. He steals the little lawnmower and takes off to the bar.
A tale as old as time.
Yeah.
Love it. Good stuff, man. And for whatever reason, that's the only era of country I really like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
90s.
Oh, yeah.
That was the era of, that was really when Garth Brooks came on the scene. And
Alan Jackson.
Alan Jackson. Keith Urban came on the scene right about that time. Yeah.
Tim McGraw hit the Indian Outlaw.
Yep.
Who's the guy that sang... If I had 2 dozen roses.
That's either Diamond Rhea, Shenandoah, or Black Hawk.
If I had 2
Google it up, Clipper.
Roses.
It is one of the names Bryce has mentioned. It is Shenandoah.
Oh, I love that song. Meet in the middle.
Would it change your mind?
I like Meet in the Middle.
And boy, everybody had a...
that's a classic one.
Everybody had a mullet back then.
Oof.
Oh, yeah.
Bring it back. Bring it back. All right, Bryce. Oh, what you got?
That.
Name your Super Bowl score. I need a winner, and I need the score.
He hasn't had to do this in a while.
Well, I know the spread is in the 50. What is it, 50? 50s?
Let me get the official number for you.
That'll help me with my accuracy.
You can go ahead and pick a winner, though.
Eagles.
So you are going Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Philly is 1.5, 2-point favorite. So it's tight. The over-under of the game is 51.
Well, I'm going to make it just a smidge. I'm going to go 27 Eagles. To 20.
It's a great country song, too. 27 Eagles.
27 Eagles. And 14 Chiefs.
Oh, man. 27 Eagles to, I guess if I was going to say 23, and I was going to put me right at 50. So I guess I'm going to go 23 Chiefs.
I rode into Wyoming.
23 Chiefs holding 27.
Saw 27 Eagles and 23 Chiefs. All right, Chandler and I will write and produce that one tomorrow. 27-23?
Uh-huh.
All right. Bryce, thanks for hanging out.
Thank you.
Shirley, Chandler, see y'all tomorrow. On an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live, Wednesday, 3 o'clock. Talk to you then. So long, everybody. 27 Eagles and 23 Chiefs.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation.